Hello, good evening, and welcome to my 5K live stream. Thank you all so very many of you who joined me on the 5K special. That was good fun. And thank you to Mrs. S for actually appearing like you said you would. And also, I do want to say thank you to my youngest daughter who did the new intro. Not the live premiere countdown curling up thing, but everything after that with the planet and the moon. That was down to my daughter, so thank you. And I see I've got a super chat coming already. Super Chicken 73 US $2 saying grats. Thank you very much, Super Chicken. And I'd like to say big thank you to all those people who jumped straight in with membership. I don't know if I'll always be able to read them, but they will pop up like this chap here. But we've got, and I can't read the blue on green, we've got Irish Dublin Girl, the first sensible member. Thank you, Irish. And that was followed by Crafty Keeler. Thank you to you. Followed by Surf, who was my 100th subscriber and my third sensible member. Thank you, Surf. And Auntie Hervensalo, another new member. Thank you to you, Auntie. I really appreciate it. And last but not least of the five initial group of members is Global Mommy. Thank you very much for that, Global Mommy. Oh, what's this? I know there's a new super chat. I just read it out. I'm faster than a computer. Talking of computers, I'm sure you've all heard of the problems I've had. We had rather a bad lightning storm, which passed, and then half an hour later, without a crack of thunder or flash of lightning, all the electric cut out for an hour and a half. Then came back. Hadn't tripped anything, so everything seemed fine. But when the internet came back, the router looked all right, but we had nothing. Mucked around with it a bit to try and get it going, and it died. So I had to wait for an engineer for 2 days. He came, and it turns out, a new sensible member. Who have we got now? I'm sorry, I missed that. I want to say hello where I can. Now Pinion, thank you very much. And a new super chat from Madison H. Oh, thank you for. Do you mind if I call you Maddie? Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yes, so the internet didn't come back. Turns out that the engineer for the company I'm with lives in the village. So he did me a little favour. He thought that it was just the modem within the router that was burnt out. So he stuck another modem in front of the router, and that appeared to work. Sorry, I'm getting all these alerts. Is that... Oh, Tiffany Hall! Tiffany Hall's a member. At least that's what... I'm reading it on a very small screen. I think it was Tiffany. Let's just have a quick scroll down. Tiffany Hall. Yeah, thank you, Tiffany. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, it seemed to go okay all afternoon with Mrs. S using her phone. I came home, nothing on my phone, could not get it to connect. Came down to my office, nothing. So I rebooted the router and it died totally. So it was really on its last legs. So this afternoon, Mrs. S messaged me, said the new router had arrived, plugged it in as soon as I got home, bang. I've got faster speeds than I've ever had. I always thought I had up to 30 meg. Turns out it's a guaranteed minimum of 30 meg. So they were quite nice about it and sent me a free router. And I'm good to go now. So it's faster than ever before. And I'm back online. Mr. Sensible is back. So I hope you've all had a great week. There's loads of you in here. Forgive me if I miss people. I'll just have a quick run through of a few. I can see Dick Dawson there, Kiri Mack, and thank you for the tweets, Kiri Mack. Yes, I'm on Twitter. The link should be down below somewhere. And in case you've missed it, I have membership now. Yay! And I also have a Teespring merch store. It looks like I can't get the product shelf to appear below YouTube until 10,000 subscribers, so we'll have to fix that. But you can go to the merch store and purchase merch. Oh, I'm a bit green screeny. Never mind. What is my upload? Upload's not so good, but you don't expect that. So I've got down of 30, 31, upload of sort of 5.5, 6. I used to get 22 down 4 to 5 up. Although it gone down. I started dropping frames in the streams a couple of streams ago, and I was down to 17 down and about 2.5 up. So a lot better than it ever was. Yeah, because I live in the middle, well, not in the middle of nowhere, but in a little village. We were lucky to get fibre broadband at all, but BT only do fibre to the cabinet. There's another company that does fibre to the home, and they've put a pot outside, so I am considering going with them at some point, but it'll actually be a major job for me, because this garden office, Sensible Studios, is over 100 foot away from the house. So that's going to be fun and games. So that'll be a project at some time. Yes, so I've got Dick Dawson, Phil Blacker, Kiri Mack, Tiffany Hall, Colon, as ever. Thank you, Colon, for all you do. And actually, there's something I want to say. Mr. C, I hope I've got this the right way round. Mr. C made something for me, and I'm going to put it in a plaque. You've all seen my cheese award, the experiment in evolution. Well, thanks to modern technology. Oh, it's gone see-through. Modern technology. I have a 3D printed cheese play button. Thank you very much for that, Colon. I shall be putting that in a frame when I can actually get round to it. I'm going to have trouble with wall space. I am going to be putting up shelves behind me for the bits and pieces which people have sent me very kindly. I may end up reaching a point where I have to shuffle bits around, so something will appear for an episode or two and then be replaced. We shall see. So Martin H, I better whiz up a bit. Who else we've seen? There's Now Pinion, Watto UK, hello to you. Ugly German Truce, regular person. Thank you very much, Ugly, for coming tonight. And I did see you in the stream as well. Andrew Baker, Spamulous HD, congratulations, thank you. Irish Dublin, and I nearly read the name twice. Who else? Clive Wells, hello to you. Adam L, Galen Thurber, Brainless Steel now, Gemini Luna, and loads more people. Seek Truth, Speak Truth, and congratulations if you're still in here, STST, at about 7.5 or whatever K subscribers. I'm not jealous at all. No, not at all. Oh, a new super chat. Crafty Keeler, €2 super chatting. Congrats to Sensibles. 5k is just the beginning. Well, thank you, Keeler. I really appreciate that. So I hope you've all had a good week. Sorry, I've been so excited to be back. I really have. You won't believe what it. Well, maybe you do, but not having internet for a few days is an absolute killer. And actually, I see that there's another super chat. Oh, a super chat from Sal Horvath for £1.99. That looks like an Arnold giving a thumbs up. Thanks for that, Sal. Appreciate that. It's hard because I still have that little issue with OBS. It's still, whenever I go into their website, it logs me in using my personal Gmail account and not my Mr. Sensible. But I've managed to whip my way around that. But the feed that tells me a list of super chats still is not working. OBS did email me because I submitted a support ticket and I couldn't reply because my internet was down. So I'll have to have a look at that sometime. So I hope you've all been having a good week. I've been, well, let's see. I've just had a couple of earlies, got a couple lates, and then a couple of nights. The good thing about nights, and I'm hoping it works out, is on my last night, finishing at 7 in the morning, I have a little, what's the word, tradition. I stop off at McDonald's on the way home, get a big, sausage egg muffin or whatever, and a couple of, oh gosh, I can't think of anything. The potato and onion things, I forgot what they're called now. Never mind. A couple of bits and pieces, take it home, and have McDonald's breakfast in bed. And just as I'm finishing it, I am falling asleep. And it's a wonderful way to end the week. It's naughty. Oh, Madison H has super chatted again, another 99p, with a smiling poo. Thanks for that, Madison H. I really appreciate that. And I'm just getting a feed again. It's a shame that there's such a delay on the stream, but I guess that can't be helped. That will be the Madison H one. Hash browns. Thank you, Irish Dublin Girl. Yes. Oh, and Lee Flanagan said that as well. Yeah. I don't know if you find that as well. A word goes out your head and I can't think of it for life for me. Stop thinking about it and that's when it'll pop in. Oh, Tusk, £2. Have a Happy Meal on me. Do I have to send you the toy? Thanks for that, Tusk. There's a certain resemblance between me and Creaky Blinder. Is he a failed attempt at a Mr. Sensible clone? Actually, Michael W. Rubble, Creaky is my elderly cousin. It's true. He will hint that I'm his dad, but he's just trying to hide it. We can all see with that thatch on his face that he's so much older, and he's covering up. He's covering up. I don't know what. He's hiding anyway. A Happy Meal for £2. Well, Watto, you give £2 to a kid and nick their Happy Meal. That gets it sorted. Mr. S, I've been her. Who have you been, Killicuts? At this rate, it'll be a 6K special. Well, that would be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah, because I was approaching 5K, and YouTube there's definitely a thing with YouTube algorithms. When you approach various landmarks, I think they push your video just a little less. Someone said it's almost a test to see if you give up or if you keep pushing on through. And when you get to that point, they sort of say, okay, they're still producing videos, and give you a good advertising shove again. And that happened, and I suddenly lurched forward. That video, my last video, went really well. I forgot which one it was called now. Was it the real professor of Dunning-Kruger, something like that? I was watching it, and watching the analytics. I have a target now, or did have a target of 2,400 views in 24 hours. That's a good video. Okay, I have gone just a bit above it sometimes, but I want to regularly get there. This one by then had blasted that, and within 48 hours, I think, or 3 days, yeah, once it got to 3 days, over 8,000 views. 8,000 views, and my subscribers suddenly jumped forward, threw me past the 5K. I was putting together my 5K special anyway, and then my internet dropped out, so I couldn't do it a couple of days ago. And I'm so glad I was able to do it tonight, because otherwise it would have to wait till next Monday or Tuesday because of my shifts. There we go. Dick Dawson, 100% they do that. I reckon that it's right, isn't it, Dick? You'll find that you get a push, and then it peters off, and you trundle along at a steady pace, and then it dies. And you really, really have to work for every last sub. And then suddenly they'll push you again and start showing your ad. Yeah, so hopefully I'm going to poach some of Simon Dan's subscribers. Watto, that's probably a good idea. After all, he has now pinched 2 of my video ideas. 2 of them. One he pinched when I'd filmed it, uploaded it, and had it scheduled, and then he did the same one and showed it the day before. And another one he redid, well, not redid one of mine, but he picked the exact same video I'd done a debunk on and did it again. It's shoddy. That's a bit underhand, a bit stabby in the backy. That's what I think. I think Simon Dan needs to get me on his channel, and we can talk this over, see if we can work things out. 3 days equals 72 hours. Thanks for the maths lesson, Ugly German Truths. I was struggling with that. Yeah, you think he's in Wales? Who's that? The Creaky Blinder? In without an accent? I think you're right. I think he is in Wales. Definitely. In fact, I know he's in Wales because I've met him. I did show a photo. I have no idea where it is. I'm not going to spend time trying to dig it out now. But yeah, I have met Creaky and Mrs. Creaky. They're both really, really lovely people. We had a nice meal out. The 2 of us, me and Mrs. Sensible, and the 2 Creakies. But Creaky's subs, have you noticed that? I think he's feeling a bit flush. I think he's buying subs using the money I have to pay him, because I have to pay him reparations and to make up for the injuries and the stresses caused by meeting Mrs. Sensible. And now you have all seen Mrs. Sensible. You finally can see what I have to put up with. Now, Mrs. Sensible, if you're watching, and I bet you're not, because I bet you don't normally watch my streams, but if you're watching, Thank you. And you're lovely. And I do love you. Oh, isn't that soft? I'll have to clip that and send it to her. And then whenever she's stroppy with me, I'll show her that little bit again. Haha! I'm onto a winner there. So, we may or may not tonight have a special guest who has said that they will try and pop in if they're able to. They've got some other stuff. I have dropped them a message just to see if they're liable to be coming in. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. And they've not got back to me, so they may well just be tied up. If they do pop in, then I'll get them on the stream. Be nice to have a chat with this person, and it'll be someone I think you'll enjoy us chatting together. Key Weasel's late, shower, shave, and trying to look vaguely normal. Simon Dan should apologise to me, Clive. Actually, with the first video, I did a response video to him, accusing him of raiding my office and stealing my planned videos, and he did offer me a gift. He actually posted a comment on one of my videos, and he said that he would send me a pair of Simon Dan socks if I paid the postage. See, you didn't realise he was so tight, did you? But he is. There you go. The truth's coming out now, Dan. It's coming out. So, I have a bunch of people in chat. As you see, the topic is 5,000 subscribers. Basically, it's let's have a chat about whatever comes up. Oh, I've got a new sensible member. Who's this? Let's say hello. I have to highlight it because I can't read because of my colour blindness. I can't read the blue on green. Gary Isle of Wight. Thank you very much, Gary. Appreciate the membership. Welcome. So yeah, let's bring some of these people in. I'll give them 30 seconds warning, and I'm just going to drag the lot of them in because hey, this is a special. It's for fun. Oh, I've got another super chat from Miss Lola for £4.99 saying, Mr. S, you are so punching above your weight. Mrs. S is well hot. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Well, that's very kind of you, Miss Lola. But I'm thinking, hold on, that's what's the word? Oh, I'm forgetting all the words now. That's a kind thing to say, saying that Mrs. S is really good looking, but then on the other hand, by saying I'm punching above my weight, you're saying I'm very lucky to be able to... I am lucky. You're right, actually, Miss Lola. I am punching above my weight. And actually, that has been said before. And I wonder if I've got... This is a bit of a cheat. On my phone, it won't be very good because it's got all my icons. Let me see if I can show you. On my phone, I have a photo of Mrs. S when we were on holiday. Let me just clean the screen a bit. And I think she looks cracking. That was a couple of years ago. And someone said exactly that. I'm punching above my weight. She's going to go all red. She'll never come on a stream again after this. Yeah, right, I'm going to drag these people over. Let's get chatting. So, I'm going to drag people across, and here we have Brainless Steel NL. We have Edwulf Sledgeverter. We have Gary Isle of Wight. We have Glober Mommy. We have Crafty Keeler. Good evening to each and every one of you. But wait, just wait, because unless I switch on the desktop audio, which I've done now, they won't hear you. No mistakes tonight, Keeler.
Hopefully.
Hopefully not.
Hey, Glober Mummy. Hello, everybody. And actually, I want...
5k.
Thank you very much, Gary, and thank you for becoming a member, and Keeler for becoming a member, and Mummy for becoming a member, and yes, Glober Mummy, I wanted to say,
Yes.
thank you very much. I hadn't realised, but I did see in the chat before the 5k special went out, you moved a live premiere so you didn't clash. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
I did.
I really appreciate that. It was very,
You're welcome.
very
I did
kind
it
of
for
you.
Tomorrow. It's just a video. It's not a live stream. So
Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was a premiere, but yes, but thank you
well,
very
it's a
much.
Premiere, but it's still a video. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a premiere too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was actually doubly, I'd be grateful anyway, but I was doubly grateful because with a clash, this is my only chance because I go on to 2 lates and 2 nights.
Right.
So that worked out very well. So I really appreciate it. It was kind
I
of
tried to
you.
move it earlier, but YouTube's like, nope. Okay, tomorrow it is.
YouTube not playing ball.
Wasn't playing ball.
No.
No.
So how is
Not moving it
everybody?
Tomorrow. We're
was-
good. Oh, my husband says happy 500K. 500K.
500k sounds good to me.
I wish.
he just
5K subs.
he just needs to make a shed load of sock accounts. Thank you, Mr. Glober
never
Mommy.
Sleep, and never sleep, and
I really appreciate that.
yeah.
Mm. So I hope you've all had a good week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we celebrated the other day. We celebrated on the iNetwork Bull's birthday. So
I did see something about that.
hooray.
Yes, I
fun.
saw a tweet about it, but I missed it because I got no internet. So I've only had my phone, and I have minimal data because I don't need data because I don't Facebook, I don't do all those things. But there we go.
Yeah, you have a Twitter.
I have a Twitter now, yeah, and I keep. This is as confusing as hell. Twitter is. I never know where I can reply. Well, yeah, I muddle through. I'll probably only be using it mainly for announcements and then the odd response, really.
You'll get the hang of it.
I'm afraid I might do Brainless, and I'll probably regret it.
Part of the problem, he'll get hooked.
Yeah, perhaps.
It's a bit of a cesspool, though.
Sorry?
Bit of a cesspool, was Twitter.
Yes. I already picked up a troll. He kept following me. Everything I posted, he commented on nastily. But there we go. I responded to him a couple of times. And then I thought, to be honest, I'm not going to bother because there'll be an awful lot of trolls on there. And I'll just leave them to it.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
Just only put on notifications for people you really want notifications for. Otherwise, your phone will turn the notification.
Yes, I remember seeing someone videoing their phone. They had an awful lot of people they were following. Their phone was out of action for a while, and then when they switched it back on, it filmed all these notifications just scrolling up, thousands of them.
Ding, ding, ding,
Yes.
ding. I'd be like, throw it against the wall.
Oh, TGK2K, thank you. Good evening to you. And Lady Eloise says Mrs. S is so sexy.
Yes, I love that.
Little Chromebook has packed it in today as well. The last couple of days I've been trying to make videos and it just won't open the editing software anymore. There's no space on it.
So is this
Nope.
on a phone, did you say?
Oh, my Chromebook, my laptop that I've been using. I'm waiting for my new laptop to arrive and then I can get back to doing videos.
Ooh. Have you gone for Apple or something else?
No, I've gone for a normal laptop. You
A
should see
proper
the
laptop, yes. Oh no, we're going to get all the Apple fanboys all angry now.
Oh, wow.
Allegedly,
Well,
allegedly, I won't touch Apple with a barge pole.
I wouldn't.
He sees
Depends
it.
to Apple users. No.
I know people do love them. All that Apple gear is absolutely beautiful kit, absolutely gorgeous. I love the iMacs, absolutely stunning. But I come from a PC age. I've got a full-size tower. At work, I've got a dinky little PC. It does a hell of a lot. But here, I've got a full-size tower with about 7 or 8 bays and God knows what. I just like the substantial kit.
I have an Asus TUF AMD coming in, so it's gonna be a little beast. Wait.
I'm going to announce this on live stream. Hold on. Sorry about this. Just step in. Step in.
I was going to say, Keelan,
Come.
maybe-
Oh, hold on, guys. You got to listen to this. You know all this business about coronavirus and people being furloughed but working from home, holding meetings. Can you just shut that door a minute? Because there was a thing on a website about coronavirus. I forgot the word again. But what's the word for it when? Basically admitting things that have happened because of the coronavirus. And this guy was at home holding a live stream conference with other people from work, and his wife came into the room. She stood on the far side of his PC facing him, and he's got the camera on the screen. she lifted her top.
Looky here.
She lifted her top and gave him a full-on waggle of everything she had. Then she realised that right behind him was a full-size mirror. And it was broadcast. Now, guess what? I just had a knock on the door. And she's embarrassed about this now. I just had a knock on the door, looked up, it's a full glass door, and there is Mrs. Sensible outside, giving me a full-on waggle of everything she's got.
This is bad.
Well, that was fun. Aren't you going to come and do it on the live stream? Oh, I've got this instead. Oh, have a look at that when it comes to your screen. It'll take 30 seconds. And I have Arnold sat with me, so I'll bring him on camera in a minute. This is Millie. This is Millie. Little toy poodle. It's Minnie Sensible's dog.
I heard the little barks.
Yeah, she is
Oh,
lovely.
God.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce you to everyone. So that's Millie. Come on in. Where's the fat one?
Oh,
God. This one is Fat Lola, who's a bit heavy and not... Hello.
Miss Millie.
Fat Lola. Come on, Fat Lola. Look at the camera. There you go. We're getting all the animals in tonight. So this is Fat Lola. Oh, take Fat Lola. Oh. Oh. There we go. Here's the next one.
Girl.
This is Buffy, Arnold's auntie. She's a very delicate thing. She's been too nervous to come in the office. She's only been doing it the past few days.
Aww. And now she'll never come in again.
Now she'll never come in again. And last of all, last but not least, on my desk, we got Arnold, Slayer of Flares. Yeah.
There's Mr. Arnold.
We definitely do need an Arnold emoji.
And here is, hold on, who did my new intro is Minnie Miss Sensible,
Hello.
my youngest.
Hi.
There you go, on live
Okay, I'm
stream.
gonna go now.
Oh, she wants to take Arnold and run.
Bye.
No, I don't know if middle Miss Sensible wants to come. No, she's what?
She's good.
She said she's good. She's not coming on. What about you, Mrs. S? Well, put your top back on. Who the hell was that? Anyway, all good fun. Right, I don't know if it's a couple of super chats. I've scrolled back. I saw number 6 has just super chatted US $5 saying, I want Crafty to recite Molly Bloom's soliloquy from Ulysses on June the 16th, Bloom's Day. Happy 5k. Thank you for the happy 5k in the super chat. As for the rest of it, number 6, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you. And
So Molly Bloom's soliloquy is a very famous piece of writing from James Joyce and Ulysses, and I might actually take you up on that.
well, there you
Might do
go.
it.
Nice one. And I see I've got another member, Gemini Luna. Thank you very much for joining and welcome to you. I'm just scrolling back because I don't want to miss anything. No, I think that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well, that was a surprise. That wasn't really very planned. I think I embarrassed her because she, I told her about that thing about what happened on someone's live stream conference, and she thought that was funny. And I thought, I bet she actually thought that will put me off. She didn't think I'd drag her in and announce it. Well, there we go.
She doesn't know you at all.
What she doesn't know is there's a second camera up there capturing everything.
That's right.
If only. If only. Sorry, guys. Look, I'm going to let you guys have a word. Talk about something, because my throat is absolutely parched. I'm talking at 19 to the dozen. I've been so excited. So tell me, what's happening?
Get that man a brew.
Yeah, I've got a tea brew, but thank you for that. Sorry, was that you, Ed? Was that you, Ed Wolf? I didn't see
It
who's...
was indeed,
It was, yes, thank you. Right, I will have a swig.
Well, Mr. Sensible, I now have a 21-year-old youngest child.
Wow, my youngest is 18, so I'm not far behind you. But then you might have started very young.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
28 was my first, and then I was 33 with my youngest.
Okay, I can't remember the age. I was married at 25, and I'm not sure how old I was when we had her first. Perhaps about 28, something like that. Mine are 23, just married, 21, and you saw the youngest one, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, all girls, and well, actually nearly all girls. The two dogs, Millie and Lola, are both girls. Buffy, Arnold's auntie, is a girl. There's only me and Arnold, and we have a lot to put up with.
You're surrounded.
I do have someone else in the live waiting room. I'll give him 30 seconds so he knows I'm going to drag him in. It's someone I've been trying to speak to for a while. We will organise a proper, serious chat. But for now, just on the 5K, kick it, let's have a bit of a chat. I'm going to drag in someone who an awful lot of people have heard of and an awful lot of people have subscribed to in the very recent past. Hello, I'd like to say welcome to Mr. Seek Truth, Speak Truth. Hello to you.
Hello, Mr. Sensible. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, ST. And congratulations on your meteoric rise.
Yeah.
So
7.2 right now.
Yeah. So I do have a question for you, actually, Seek.
Go for it, buddy.
Okay. How much do subs cost?
It's £1 per sub.
A pound per
Basically,
sub.
it's a
Okay.
pound per sub.
Well,
So,
you obviously were a very rich man.
Pound a sub, I
I
got
know.
much less than that off of Dan.
Get you a discount.
Yeah. No, honestly, congratulations. You must be dead chuffed at that.
Oh no, yeah, thank you very much, mate. Yeah, really, really chuffed. I just don't really know what to say to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was speaking to Crafty earlier, and I think like I've got imposter syndrome at the minute. You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
Well, you're
going through all these
certainly
different emotions. Like,
well, you're certainly getting a lot of support from. I was going to say the Globe side. I'll actually rephrase it. You're getting a lot of support from reality.
There we go.
yeah, that's what a lot of
Can I
people
just,
have.
can I just explain where this came from? Because I messaged Eek when Dell started his live stream, and he had a whole live stream basically ripping the piss out of him, out of that interview. And then, like, later on that day, I think it was, Ranty went live, and we were both watching that. And all of a sudden, he's like, "You're nobody. Who are you? You're nobody." So when Dan realized what he said, he got really annoyed because no one has the right to call anyone nobody, especially someone who has put their head above the parapet, has changed their mind, and who is doing fantastic work. So fair play to Dan for actually going back and pointing out how wrong Ranty was, and fair play to everyone that's actually supported Zeke.
And Crafty, thank you so much for shilling out Dan. I'm sure he needs every sub I can give him.
If we say his name and no, I put it in the title.
Sorry, you broke up a bit there.
Go parrot internet. I'm just saying, if we say Dan's name enough, then we might be able to put it in the title.
Well, that's true. Dan. Mr. Sensible's 5K special featuring unofficial Dan. Yeah. I could get away with that, couldn't I? I wonder what conspiracy cats, and boldy cats would think about that.
Secret, can I say something?
Of course you can.
Secret, congratulations on becoming a meme. At first,
That's the thing.
Made
Like,
it.
it was the meme and Simon Dan. Like, that kind of came 3 days after that interview with Simon, if you know what I mean. So it just it exploded, you know. So it's kind of, that's why I'm saying I've got the imposter syndrome, because you know, I've been doing this for 6 months and kind of always thinking, oh, you know, this will build up, and this has kind of happened, and it's not me that's done it, if you know what I mean. But it's just so amazing, you know, and I feel like now that's a really, really obviously big opportunity, and that's why I've come across to you, Mr. Sensible. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love your content.
Thank
You're
you.
one of my favourite I really do.
I really
And,
appreciate
you're
that.
one of my favourite creators, buddy. So, you know, and I want to. This is a big community, isn't it?
It
You know
is.
what I mean? So we'll support each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and do you know what? I talked to Mrs. S about this, quite frequently. And before the special went out tonight, I jumped in. I was having a quick word with Colin, and Mrs. S came in the room and was chatting as well. And she, even though she is not a YouTuber, she doesn't really follow the flat Earth and all that. She has seen the friendliness and the support that I have received from other people. She can see that it's a good community of people, and she's not even part of it, which is wonderful. I think it says a lot.
Yes, it does.
It really does.
And
I mean, look
yeah.
at the support that I got here. I came onto the live chat when I started the channel. Now, I had nearly 100 subscribers before the live stream had even ended, really. And it was incredible.
That was quite a special night, wasn't it?
It was.
Well, for me it really was, because I had never envisioned setting up a channel, and now I've just celebrated 1k. I'm now past 1100, so
I know.
it's been amazing.
I know. I had a check tonight just to see how you were doing, Keela. I have a look in, see how you're getting on. And you're getting on very, very well.
It's overwhelming how much people genuinely want to support people like ourselves, who are just pointing out basic.
I think your goats are having a go at you. Oh, is she?
Those aren't jumping around anymore.
No, they're in bed.
No wonder your internet's going. Okay. They're not moving.
They've all fallen asleep.
Oh, have we lost someone? Hello?
I don't know.
Oh, you're
Hello?
you're still here. You're still here.
Am I the only one?
No. People lie together.
I'm
Everyone's
still
here. Everyone's here.
We're all here.
I'm
Okay.
still here.
Good stuff. So, Seek, what are you up to now? What's your plan then?
Wow. I don't know. I feel. I just feel I need to take a few days to take it in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I did like a kind of thank you video, and that was only yesterday, and like the numbers I've passed since then is unbelievable. So, I'm just gonna kind of leave it a few days, if you know
Yeah.
what I mean, and just take stock, and then still carry on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I suppose I shouldn't change anything. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm
just
still
keep going on.
the
Yeah,
same
just
person.
keep
You
doing
know
it.
what I mean? So.
I agree. I think the most important thing is to be you, because I think,
Yeah.
firstly, if you're not you, people will see through it, and secondly, if you're not doing you, you're going to find it harder work. I mean, the whole thing,
Yeah.
producing videos is hard work anyway. But if it's, if you're having to pretend and do something that's not you, perhaps is not what you're really interested in, it'll be so much harder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so easy to try and please the crowd.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, yes, we are here to entertain people, but we both have a purpose, or we all do. It's to, it's for a reason. Is these guys are wrong. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and we're trying everything we can from all these different angles.
And that's right. There are different angles, aren't there? From like Fight and Team, who go full on angry at these idiots, through to people who just sit there and laugh at them, with everyone in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something for everyone.
Yeah.
Because that's right.
No,
It's-
you carry on, sir.
yeah, no, I was just going to say, because people will, I'm sure, like several different creators and their styles, but it's unlikely that they will like everybody's styles. It's just got, I mean, there's debunkers like Bob the Science Guy, who's very calm, very, very scientific, and a lot of people are going to like exactly that. Whereas others will like the more, let's rip into them big time and just to embarrass them. It's different strokes for different people, isn't it? Oh, and Sarcastic Barman, I see you just dropped in. Yeah, I see Sarcastic Barman's in there. Now, Sarcastic Barman was or rather is, sort of one of the group of shills, and was someone who really helped me out, along with the other shills, like Dick Dawson, who was in here a little earlier. I'm not sure he's still around, who helped me out right at the beginning of my channel. So thank you, Barman. I'm glad you popped in.
And we have a
Mr.
sign-in.
Simon Dan is here.
You can put him in the
Repeat
toilet.
his name 3 times.
Hey!
He's here.
Hey, Simon Dan, good evening to you. Would you like to jump in? It's my 5K special, and I would very much like to say hello. The Discord link is just in the description. If you have even just 5 minutes, you can jump onto my Discord into the live waiting room, and we'll drag you in. It'd be good to say hello. Well, that'd be nice. Yes, it's a nice background, isn't it? Engage.
I use that on my debunking videos where it's I pulled the screen out and it's got the backs of Worf and
Oh yes.
not Worf, sorry, Data and Wesley. So I have the screen pulled out so I could do like a Starfield and transport me on it and do my little talking and stuff.
No, I took green screen is so much fun. What did you all think of the intro to my special? Did you, I hope you caught the very, very beginning with the YouTube countdown.
Yes.
I've never seen anyone do that before. Oh,
You actually made that sound good for a change.
well, but by hitting it and breaking it.
Yes.
What I usually do with the Premiere, if that sound comes on, I mute it. It's so
Yeah.
annoyingly loud.
Can't do that on your phone though, but on my laptop I'll mute it. But on my phone I can't. It's like, ugh.
It is so annoying. I really
Well, I
get
could,
it.
but I have to remember to turn back up, so I just don't do it.
It is.
Yeah, the problem is, if you'd have muted that, then you'd have missed. It's like the whole Mr. S joke that he got in there.
I'll just say because it's just popped up, so I don't miss it. Oh, just had 2 super chats. One from John Rapp for $5 Australian. Thank you, John, saying for a few more, or towards your seat on a space flight. Congratulations on your 5K. It's well deserved. Thank you very much for that, John. Oh, and Mr. Elon Musk. Thanks, Elon. £1.99 saying, sorry, this is all I can afford after the NASA contract. Thanks, Elon. Oh, Simon Dan, about to get his head down. Oh, okay.
You can return at least. That's fine.
Well, yes, I suppose so. But maybe if he gets about 10,000 thumbs up, he'll pop in just to say hello before he disappears and goes and puts his head down. But honestly, I do understand, Dan. Thank you for popping in. And by the way, you never sent those socks to me. I was waiting for those free socks that you were going to charge me for the postage for. And I see another super chat's just come in from the Snark for €2 saying, can't give you 5k, but you already had that. Thank you, Snark. I appreciate that. And thanks, Dan, for the congrats. I do appreciate that. You take care. And I love your work. You were one of the first creators I followed. And that's straight up. Thank you. And actually, Dan, I don't know if you realised, but you actually had a part in one of my videos. Perhaps you want to go back and check it out. I've forgotten what it's called, but it was featuring Simon Dan, brackets unofficial.
Yeah, I used him in one of mine too. To explain something like we explained it. Let's use him. Here, Dan. Talk.
Oh dear. Oh, apparently Dan hasn't paid Mark for his sub. That's shoddy work, isn't it? Shoddy work.
Okay.
Come on, Dan, shape up. Oh, and now Pinions
Dan
just
has a new series. Dan has a new series out, and it's a physics beginners, and he lost me in the first like 2 minutes.
Oops.
I
I
read
think
it.
that's going to be an excellent
super chat.
Well, I've just had
As
a
I
super.
said in the comments,
Sorry, guys.
I,
Sorry, I just want to say before it rolls off screen, now Pinion, my good friend now, or if it's Mr. Pinion, I'm not sure which, or if it's both of you, super chatted 20 Swedish kroner saying good night and congratulations again. Thank you very much for that now, and I'm still looking forward to more of your videos. I enjoyed that last one, the live premiere. Looking forward to more. Good night. Yeah, sorry guys, carry on.
Oh, no problem.
Does this mean another sex dance?
No.
I'll record it again if you want.
But I agree with the new series from Dan. I think it could be a very successful thing, and not just for people who are already interested in flat Earth.
yeah, it was like revisiting old friends seeing that. I came out of school of A-level physics, but to see all that basic stuff again. It's like, yeah, I remember this. It's great. So I hope he keeps that up.
I'm sorry, I must have missed something. You hope who keeps it up?
Simon Dan.
Oh, yes.
Up the physics things. It's like visiting old friends for me.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice when people do different things. Like we were saying earlier on, everyone has different interests, and I mean, you said Keela that he lost you in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
but
I'm so bad at math, like it's ridiculous.
Oh my.
I'm not good at maths
I've played
either.
it like a thing.
But I've got what's his name? Hawking's book, A Brief History of Time. I don't know if you've read it. Some bits of that I could follow quite easily. Other bits just totally lost me, and I read the chapter several times. Still didn't understand it all. But I got, I found it really interesting, and I definitely learnt something. And if anyone hasn't read that book, I thoroughly recommend it. It can get a bit heavy at times, but I think Hawking writes in such an open, friendly style, explaining things at layman's level as best as best you can explain things like that at layman's level without making you feel dumb.
Well, I mean, AB Science has, I think it's AB Science has a basic math as well. But I really do need to start paying attention to those.
Oh, AB Science, he's great, and he's such a nice guy as well.
I left school at 15, so I didn't really pension much because I've been working since I was 12 or 13. So something that I have to look back into. I'm thankful that they're there.
Yes.
It's a good resource.
Yeah, maths is fun, apart from when you put pound signs in front of the numbers and I get the answer.
Oh, Mark has suggested I perhaps do hairstyling tutorial videos. I could branch out in that. I could.
Well, he'll have to send you a wig then.
Well, no, I was thinking more. I would do it on a live model. So, Keela, are you going to pop over and visit? And you could start in episode number 1. I'll give you a new hairstyle. Admittedly,
Right. Here's the thing.
admittedly, everyone's style will be very much like mine.
Of course.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, I am
I
definitely
will
staying
have
away
a
for
hairstyle
that.
like this very soon. Because what I do is for the last 12 years, I have grown my hair,
Yep.
and I have worked with the Irish Cancer Society and did a shave or dye and donated my hair to a charity wig maker.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I'll be
brilliant.
doing that after the coronavirus. I will be doing a shave or dye again at some point and donating my hair. Hopefully, I'm hoping that I can do something public, a little bit more public this time, and get the news out there that in every country there are these charity wig makers. In the UK, it's the Little Princess Trust. Ireland, it's the Rainbow Foundation, and a few others. So I just want people to think really of what they could do to make other people's lives a little bit better. So.
Yeah. Well,
I've actually donated my hair before too.
I think that's one. I have permanently donated mine. I'm very supportive of charities. But sorry, I've just missed who it was now. Someone just said, "Oh yeah, Mark Meyer said, I bet if I try that on Mrs S, I'll get my divorce." I'll tell you what, I have done it. I have done it on Mrs S. We were going to a friend's 50th birthday party, and she let me cut and style her hair. And yes, she was very brave.
Great woman.
Yeah, and actually, I made a good job of it. She wanted it a bit shorter, but she let me do it so that it was sort of shaved, sort of into. I can't think what the style's called, but really short, almost shaved at the bottom, blended in, and it looked great. And she did like it, and she was a bit surprised. She never would have done it otherwise, but she did go for it, and yeah, but she won't let me do it again.
My hair is nearly down to my hips, so it will be.
Actually, that was
cool to
one
actually
thing I wanted to ask you, Keela. I mean, I've got my icons of Mr. Sensible, which of course look a bit like me, and I wanted to ask you because I know you don't appear on camera, and I've never seen a photo of you. Your sort of icon image that appears on your videos, is that sort of based on you? You know, just a general similar sort of look.
the icon that originally, the one that I'm using now is different, but because it was made by Stephen Cup of Reason, who is an amazing, talented debunker.
Yeah.
But my original one, the one that appears in the Challenging Conspiracies up to this point, is actually a photo that I had taken, and a friend of mine digitized it with one of these cartoon or animation software. It is actually me, but in cartoon form.
Okay, cool. So I'm just. I just had a message from Colon. I had just seen that Colon, so I'm going to, if I can get back onto the right Discord channel, I'm going to bring in another guest we got tonight, and that is the Snark. Hello to you, Snark.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, very good.
Good.
Thanks very much.
Good. Well, we're getting a full house in here tonight. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus me. Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. And what have we got now? We've got 60 watching now. It was a little higher earlier on, and I didn't actually notice. I think it went to 70 odd something on the live premiere, which was good because I think just before it started there was only about 8 waiting. I thought, oh dear, but then that shot up, which is great. I know people do.
Sheer pride at the end.
Yeah, that
people-
would never do for a 50 for a 5K special. But there we are.
Yeah.
With more thumbs up.
Yep.
So yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I can see 68 thumbs up. Always happy to have a thumbs up.
great.
But on my live premiere, I had 2 thumbs down, I think, before I started. Oh, those trolls! You gotta love them, haven't you?
yeah.
Just
I
jealous
think
people.
subscribe to you. They added to the 5K.
Yes. Yeah, this is true. I
Oh
don't-
yeah. Did you hear about that guy?
He's back, isn't he?
He's back.
That
Yeah.
guy.
Um,
Yes.
Oh,
Tie a knot in it.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, exactly. And where's Wally said, go over and subscribe to him. He doesn't have any videos yet, and
He has
now he's
nothing.
got. No, of course not. So you'll see that there are subscribers which he did not invite in. So the first time you put the video out, there will be. Oh well, we'll have something to say about that. That's going to be great fun.
That would be fun. Oh, Opus One, thank you for saying that. Happy 5,000. Appreciate that. But you know what we should do? We should perhaps all subscribe to him, and then on a certain date and time, perhaps in the middle of a live stream, everyone unsubscribe.
And we all
Maybe
type in the
deadline
chat,
to do that.
tie a knot in it.
Oh, that would be fun. Yes.
Oh
Yes. Yeah, because
yeah.
if if you get about 50 odd people all putting that in at the same time, they wouldn't be able to mod it all out. But I would never ever encourage spamming someone's channel. I wouldn't. It would just be funny in theory.
Funny to- Yes.
Red Rhetoric did a brilliant spam on, I think it was Globebusters channel about 18 months ago. He had about 700 people in the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody went to Globebusters, got the chat screen up as a pop-out chat,
Yeah.
typed in something that Red said, and said, right, now, hit it now. And no, it was just, the chat
He
just
got a lot.
exploded. Completely hilarious.
Well, I can think of one person who deserves something like that, and that's he who shall not be mentioned. Yes. I did a video about him the other day, his housekeeping rules, and the views were really poor, and he didn't even speak. I should have said that Nathan Oakley did not speak in that video, but I actually had someone who commented and said, I've given you a thumbs up, and I've left it running, but I'm not going to watch it because I don't want to hear his whiny voice. Yeah, so I should have said he wasn't speaking, and then perhaps I would have got more views, but never mind.
Well, you know, they're Nathan Oakley are like, nope. Nope.
Oh, Tusk has suggested that we all subscribe, I presume, to that guy, and then unsubscribe 2 minutes before his 1,000 subscriber special. Oh dear.
Real harmony now.
Of course,
sorry.
Seek Truth. You may have been set up, and you're waiting to do your 10k special.
Actually, with that guy, keep an eye on
Yes,
his
11 now.
Yeah, 11.2 last time I saw.
Oh,
But with that guy, when you get like 996 or whatever, you know, it's like start unsubscribing. Let him get, oh, I'm not gonna make it. Unsubscribe.
Yeah. I thought as a joke, when I first sort of came out, people were thinking like, oh, he's still a flat earther. He's pretended he's gone back to the globe. He's gonna try and get loads of subscribers and now say he's a flat earther again. So like, sort of ears out for my next video. I'm probably gonna do that. Like, I'm gonna start and be like, right, I was lying. The Earth really is flat. Here we go. Like, but then, you know what I mean?
You did this to us.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not at all.
No,
Like,
you'd
know,
sit.
all soon, obviously.
Scared us. No.
But
Oh.
We call that a Logan Paul around here.
well, as part of my smashing of Right the Hand, I showed some Discord chat where he was saying that he was a globe earther, that he was just lying to all the flat earthers, and he really ripped them a new one. And of course, this was all captured by someone who sent it to me, and of course, after that, not only was he panned on my live stream because he didn't turn up for, well, he turned up in the side chat, excuse me, he turned up in the side chat but didn't come into the debate which we had organised, so he was panned there by the Globers, but then flat earthers were calling him out as well because they'd seen him having a go at them. So yeah, Seek, I'm sure it's not the case, but if you were to suddenly turn around and say, haha, I'm really a flat earther, although yeah, you would upset a lot of Globers, I think you'd probably upset a lot of flatties anyway.
Yeah.
Logan
Well,
Paul did it?
those subs I got would soon go.
Possibly.
Come on, you know, I mean, you did get quite a lot of subs because you upset a flatty, you know.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I see a comment by Keith Newton, unsub from Mr. S and then taken back under 5k, and then we sub again. So another 5k special.
Unfortunately, Keith, you have mentioned that in live chat. It's now been announced. I've read it, and I have a ban button. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
You turned right.
Oh dear. Actually, on one of my early live streams, someone did that. They
I jumped into a live yesterday. Into a live stream there yesterday of, she is a Glober-ish. She's still a conspiracy nut. But some of the crap that she was coming out with, and I just mentioned in the chat, and then she was like, well, you don't understand it. I was like, well, I have a master's in sociology, so yeah, I've just studied it for 6 years, you know? So she banned me.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's what you call a real truth seeker, isn't it? Go straight to the ban button.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we've had people like...
real credentials, you're blocked.
We've had people like Flat Earth Aussie Jesus. He's come on here before. We've had... oh gosh, what's the guy's name? Multi Tom Tom, yes. Appearing, that's who I was thinking of. He's appeared in the chat several times and I've invited him on. He hasn't come on, but they certainly haven't been banned. Certainly haven't been banned. And actually, guys, I'm just going to take 30-second opportunity because I don't want to forget to say thank you to my patrons. With massive thanks to all my patrons, including new patrons David Fisher, Jeff Plessier, Crispy Bacon, Deepep, Glober Mum and Cy Allen, and my latest patrons, Suferic and Lottie Christensen. Thank you all so very much. So thank you very much to all my patrons. I hope you realise how appreciated you are. And everyone here in chat with me live is back again.
Yay!
Yay! Christopher Bell's just posted, Mr. S, I had to skip your Oakley video. The man makes my skin crawl. Perhaps it was you, Christopher. You can safely watch it. You do not hear his voice. Honestly.
Like I say, I think it's just the name. Just they're like, nope.
Yeah,
and they hear the name and they're back off.
That's right. I think next time, if Oakley's going to be on my video, I won't announce it.
Yeah, there's a weird thing because there's very few earthers who can for a shitload of people, and Oakley seems to be one of them. It attitude. I mean, if you look at the globe side, that if you say certain people's names, it's almost an instant ban.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm just replying.
Why not?
I'll say actually, I see Rider of Dinosaurs is in the chat. Rod, if you know, it's totally up to you. If you feel like coming on the live stream, jump into my Discord. The link is in the description. You probably got it anyway, and just jump into my live waiting room just with mic and headphones. Appreciate if you don't want to or are unable to or need to dash, that's fine too. But you're very, very welcome. Rider of Dinosaurs was one of that group of people who I mentioned earlier on, who was really supportive to me and made me feel welcome to the community when I started, and I do appreciate that, Rod. I really do. So thank you.
Had a private members chat there last night, and it was cool. Pretty cool getting to know him. So.
Oh, Ryder. Are you talking about Ryder, Keena?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, isn't he? And
great.
And Ryder, I'm going to let them into a little secret. I'm not doxing you, but I just say me and Ryder have had several chats via Discord, and I think I'm possibly maybe someone like Fight the Flat Earth, because I think maybe someone like Fight the Flat Earth has. But as far as I know, I'm one of very, very few people who've actually seen Ryder. Yeah, and it's gonna be kept secret. I didn't capture any images, Rod. I promise. I promised at the time, and it's true. I didn't capture any images, but yeah, I've seen Rod. Yeah, it's strange when you see someone. If you've only heard their voice, when you actually see them, it feels so odd. And I mean,
You're like,
yeah, go on.
that voice out of that face.
Yes, yeah, because
You know?
you automatically have a picture in your mind of how someone looks.
Exactly.
But it's not just that. Like I said earlier on, I met Creaky Blinder, and of course he looks exactly like he does on camera. But when you're sat in a restaurant and the guy who you've
Really
seen,
got really long hair.
but you're sat in a restaurant and the guy who you've seen on endless videos is sat 4 foot away from you across a table. That feels really weird. And you'd be chatting away, just talking normally, and you'd look up and think, bloody hell, that's Creaky. It felt really weird. We had a great evening, and I hope to do that again.
We had a good natter over on Ryder's Discord about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. It was quite nice. We had a bit of a laugh, chewed the fat, all good stuff.
Yeah, and actually, Ryder, you have what's the word? A spanner. So please feel free to drop a link to your channel in the chat there, Rod. Okay, you're very, very welcome to. And actually, Globe Mommy, you as well, and Sick Truth. Right, Globe Mommy, you've got a spanner, haven't you? But Seek, if you want to, or unless Colon or one of the mods could grab Sick Truth, Speak Truth's channel and drop a link to it in chat, that would be great. What's this? Team Skeptic was a surprise. Did he turn up on Ryder's channel?
No, he didn't, not tonight.
Oh, okay. I don't know where that was. Team Skeptic was a surprise. Such a surprise, I didn't even notice. Oh, we've all gone quiet now. Sorry, I was having a read of some of the chats.
Well, I just went to make a cup of tea, opened a fresh 2-pint of milk, and then promptly knocked it over.
Oh no! Oh no! That's
Nothing
awful.
worse than spilled milk.
Oh, no. If you want to write somebody's car off, empty a bottle of milk on the back seat.
Oh yeah, I bet. But the thing is, no doubt you've cleaned it all up, but it's where it's seeped under somewhere and you haven't noticed until it starts to smell.
No, I was very thorough.
Oh, 9 o'clock hero, thanks for the congrats, appreciate that. Oh, Team's face reveal was a surprise. Yes, it was. Oh man, that felt so odd. I followed Team as well. He was another creator I followed early on for me. And yeah, when he reached that, because I was used to him as the little icon man thingy, and then when he revealed his face, no, that's not Team. That's not Team. Brainless has dropped the link to your channel, Seek, and Ryder's dropped his.
Thanks, Brainless.
Oh, so is Colon.
Team's a good guy.
Yes.
He is.
very much.
It was so funny. When he first did his face reveal, I was still a flat earther, and I did the usual thing of like, "Oh my god, like your face doesn't match your voice," and you know, and all of this sort of stupid stuff, like attacking the person.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was just stupid.
Because I'd only ever known him as a voice and a Lego thing.
And a ding.
And a ding. And I was probably one of the first 10 subscribers to his channel about 3 or 4 years ago when he first came on. And he was just always a Lego guy.
Yep.
And I didn't like him at first. I thought, you know, this guy's kind of a bit whiny, but actually he knows his stuff.
He does
And
know his
so was
stuff.
Red Rhetoric. I subbed Red about 5 years ago. And I thought, listen to this guy, he's a dick. And he grew on me because he knew what he was talking about. Brilliant. I love those guys.
Sometimes actually some of the people that end up becoming like good friends actually in your personal life, I've found that you don't like them at first, you know, and they might have this little thing, and then suddenly you just click together, don't you? And you're just like, oh, actually you're a really cool guy, and then you can actually become really good friends, if you know what I mean.
Well, I was exposed to this flat earth nonsense about 5 years ago. I lived with a flat earther, and so the very first person I found doing debunking was Cool Hard Logic.
Oh yes.
Brilliant. And then Res Rhetoric came after that. He was about a couple of weeks after I started watching him. But as I say, I didn't like him at first because he just sounded like a really coarse, abrasive, unpleasant person. But actually, that's just his persona online, and he's very, very good. So, yeah, I've been around a while on this thing, and I've seen people come and go.
Well,
we got good newcomers.
Pardon?
Of course, there are guys like Cool Hard Logic and Red Rhetoric, and we got, okay, of course, let's say Simon Dan and a lot to come after. But for instance, Arctic Reflections is very good. No, yeah, right.
Yes.
And Irish Demon is coming on strong,
isn't he?
yeah. And hey,
Love
let's not
Irish
forget
Demon.
something Hela, but it's so strong. The community is ever growing.
Well,
If
there's
you
some.
pitch that against. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, Snack. There's someone I want to push because he is grossly under-subscribed. I saw it might have been Dan actually in a tweet mentioned him, so hopefully he's picked up some subs, but he wasn't pushed very hard. And I have actually spoken to him via Discord just a couple of days ago, and at some point he's given me permission to actually show one of his videos on one of my live streams. I won't do that tonight, but I'll mention him tonight, and that's 1 minute debunk. Now he has he has done a video at the time of my daughter's marriage, and I had some people invited people to do videos to cover my slots. He covered one of them, and he's great, and his videos excuse me, of course, tend to be around a minute long. So I just dropped his link in, 1 minute debunk, and I thoroughly recommend his channel because he only has
1 minute.
he only has 791 subscribers, despite the cracking stuff he puts out.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend that people have a look at him, and if you do either subscribe or watch a video and comment, just say that Mr. S sent you. That'd be great. I did say to him, and he was happy for that. So yeah, I thoroughly recommend it. And on a live stream coming up sometime soon, I'll show one of his videos, and perhaps we'll have a chat about it. Like I said, I won't muck around with trying to get things set up tonight. He filled my what? Said Rod. He filled my slots.
What you do in your own time, Mr. S? Is it?
That's right.
Thank you. And even if it's only slightly legal.
What goes on in your house stays in your house, okay? Just saying.
Yeah. Although what goes on in my garden just outside my office is just down to Mrs. Sensible. I still can't believe that.
I love that. That was funny.
Oh,
I'll come back for it.
if only I had my camera. I tell you what, I would have taken a photo quickly.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah. Oh, you don't believe me? Are you saying I'd
It
have to?
didn't happen.
I'd have to show you all the photo. I agree. Yeah, definitely. I would have had
We'll
to.
just say better CGI.
Yep.
On the fly, CGI on the fly. Let's come back for a second about the coming out of some guys. I think it was Simon Dan who did a quiz was with his wife about, okay, I'll show you the face, and you say if it's a globe earther and a flat earth. And it was so difficult. And the team didn't do pretty well there.
She said Tim is a flat
I
earther.
didn't
Really
see
clear
that one.
others.
That sounds fun. That sounds
Yeah,
fun.
that was- yeah, that was.
And
That
I think
is a
at the end
great
it was
episode.
about the 50-50 right only.
Yeah.
Because, well, not everybody uses a flat earth. It looks like a flat earth, and not everybody uses a globe earth. It looks like a globe earth. I mean, what does that even mean? But it was glorious to see that. It was really funny. Oh no, no, please say that's a flat earther. Or please don't. No. So,
Yeah.
but of course it was
Apparently-
it was already said because it was not live. But yeah, it's cool.
Apparently,
Was that that was? I think that was Conspiracy Cat.
Oh,
wasn't
might
it?
be.
Not Simon Dan.
No.
one of-
Well.
Who was it did the flat earth top trumps? I can't remember. That was Cats and I've forgotten who else. Did flat earth top trumps. That was fun. He I think he had a couple of guests and played it with them a couple of times. That was really good fun. That was quite a while back.
That rings a bell.
Yeah,
That was Cats that did that, wasn't it?
I'm sure it was. Sure it was.
About
I think so. I'm so confused, but there's something telling me it was Cats.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure it
Because
was.
he's still got the trump cards in his background. If you look.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so it was him.
It was him, and it was who was it? Was it?
I think Simon Dan was on there.
He did
Yeah.
it. He did it with a couple of
They
people,
played
didn't he?
together.
He did it with a couple of people.
he did that with Simon Dick.
Yeah,
didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he
Must
did
have been
Simon and
Cat.
Dan. It was the two of them.
Okay.
Right, so I'm messing around with my Streamlabs OBS right now because I just thought I'd show you guys this. If I can actually get the. Come on, what's up with this? Oh, this is. Oh, I see. This is what I hate about trying to do these things on the fly. I do try and prep for it beforehand. Let me pop this over. I think it's working. I just thought I'd show you a couple things in my merch store. See what you guys think. It will take a while to come through to the stream, but yeah, it will take a little while. So I showed. Let's see. I showed the T-shirts with the Mr. Sensible Moon Sensibles. That was drawn by Osvaldo Greco, and it sits on my wall. The print of that. And it's a great little, oh gosh, what do you call it? Great little image. Mini Miss Sensible has that as thanks for the work she's done for me. But there's also, oh yes, let's show you one of these. In fact, we'll load up quickly. Slap my arse and call me Shirley.
I love that line.
with mugs and T-shirts and a hoodie and whatnot, and the other one was the where is it? Oh, yeah, let's show this as a mug. Sort of classic Mr. Sensible. It's just my logo and the links.
Do you think it would sell if you do it the other way around? Slap my Shirley and call me ass.
We need to get Keela to say arse.
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 Huge arse.
Oh yeah. Oh, Hugh likes me saying that, doesn't he? Huge arse. He keeps getting me to say it for some reason. I think he's taking a mickey out of me. Oh,
I think he is.
apparently I've got another DM. I do apologise, Colon. It's because I've got so many Discords I'm linked into that the notification goes off the top. Oh, right. We've got some more visitors. Let's bring them in. Hopefully they still... Yeah, two of them. And here we have Mr. Rider of Dinosaurs. Hello to you, Rod. Thank you very much for popping in.
Mr. Sensible, how you doing?
Not so bad. Not so bad. How are you?
I'm good. This is just a very quick visit, just to say congratulations for your 5K. You deserve it. That
Thank
and
you.
A lot more.
Thank you.
I remember when you were little. Now you're bigger, and I'm glad you are.
Not younger, just little. The channel is little.
Yeah, no, he's just bigger now. Thanks everyone.
Thank you so
Have you
much.
invited Riley yet?
I'm sorry.
Have you invited Riley yet? I know
Oh,
you had the
God.
5K in your head to invite Riley and just to snub him out.
Well,
Have you?
I did mention in a video or on a live stream when I topped his subs a little while ago, and then of course he started going down because all he did was produce videos about Ranty and the super chat
That
thing with
feud of
Roxanne.
theirs, Yeah.
Wasn't that
They're falling
the
apart, them
Bitchmade?
guys.
I think that was the Bitchmade video.
Do you know what? I can't remember. Do you know I'm on video 227 or something? It's quite amazing. I can't believe that I've made so many videos. There we go. Oh, Christopher Bell said he'd buy t-shirts with Mrs. S on. She's much better looking. You.
I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to go. I'm sorry, and I told you it was really quickly.
Yeah.
A big congratulations again. I hope to see you on your 10K shortly in
Thank you.
a month or two.
That'd be nice,
So,
wouldn't it?
It would. Yes, it would.
Oh,
And
listen.
eventually, we'll plan something when this lockout is out, and maybe if I can, I'll drive down and we can have a pint.
Do you know what?
Oh,
That would be
nice.
brilliant. I'm sure we can meet halfway because I think it would be a drive for both of us, wouldn't it? But yes,
Yeah, it would.
definitely. It would be good to finally actually meet you rather than just see you, as 99.999% of people have not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no,
And
that'd
you
be
didn't
good.
dox me, so you're fine. Don't worry.
Cool. No, I definitely wouldn't want to do that. Okay, listen,
I
Rod.
enjoyed this video,
All right.
Knight Rider.
Bye.
Yeah, Rod.
you,
Thank
Rod.
you. Thank you very,
Bye,
very
Rod.
much. Take care.
Bye.
All the best. Bye bye. And we got a couple others in there. I'm going to bring in. I have Cypher Zero. Cypher Zero. Hello to you.
Hello, Mr. Sensible. How are you?
I'm fine,
Hello.
thank you. And I'm also going to bring in at the same time, we've got another visitor who I mentioned a little while ago, Mr. Sarcastic Barman. Hello, good evening to you, Barman.
Barman!
Good evening, Mr. S. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Fine.
Yeah, bloody windy.
It's a busy night.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
congratulations on the 5K. Well done.
Cheers, thank you, Cypher. Again, I appreciate that. I really do. All the support I've received. I mean, it was only when I was making my 5K and going back over videos that I realised that, well, in about 2 weeks' time, 2.5 weeks' time, I've been doing this for 1 year.
Nice.
It just flies by. I mean, you remember me right at the start as well, don't you, Barman?
Well, I think I started just before you. So you jammy sods, you've well hammered me on something.
I just passed my 100. I'm in my year, and I've only got less than 500 subs.
Well, there you go, people. Have a look at Global Mom's channel.
Yeah. To be fair, I swear too much, so I can't really say much.
No, you don't. No.
Oh,
Boy, Barman.
I do
I've
also.
had the channel for 6 or 7 years. I've only got 84 subs, so there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to say, give a shout out because I see in the chat is Mr. Clapperjack. I did a mirror on Mr. Clapperjack's channel because he had not got much exposure, and yet he did fantastic videos, and he picked up an awful lot of subs, which I was very, very glad about. So please have a look if you haven't already at Mr. Clapperjack's channel. And Jack, that thing, still no sign, pal. I do not know what has happened. That's really, really puzzling. Hopefully sometime soon. I realise to everyone else that sounds like utter nonsense, but Jack knows what I'm talking about. Thanks, Jack.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Sorry, joke.
Oh, and Snark says if 5k costs 5k, then 300k costs Simon Dan £300,000. Yeah.
I told you, he gets a discount.
Well, I reckon he just has to sell
They
an
come in
awful
for
lot of socks. Sell an awful lot of socks to make that money back up.
I was just about to ask, where do you buy all your subs from? I've got to start paying for some.
Well, well, I stand outside Barman's, and when someone's about to sub, I nick them.
I thought that was the case.
Yeah.
Clever,
You've
clever.
taken all my drunk subscribers. How rude.
Hey, a question for you, Barman. A question for you,
Oh,
because
dear.
no, nothing like that. You run a bar, don't you?
Yes.
Hence the name.
Not right now.
So what I was going to ask you is, have you heard any official news about when you will be able to open up with regard to Corona and that?
we're still looking at 3rd stroke 4th of July is the earliest date we've got at the moment. There was a bit of talk about the 22nd of June, but the ministers have just basically said no, that's not going to happen, which is a shame.
And I've not yet had the pleasure of being in your pub. So with the layout, is that going to be it's obviously going to cut down with 2 meter distancing, but is it going to be a desperate problem, or is it going to be reasonable for you?
It'll be a bit of a pain in the ass, but they have said when the pubs do reopen, they're going to reduce social distancing down to 1 meter, so that'll make it 10 times easier.
Yeah.
We've got a huge beer garden, so we've got a little well area where the old mill wheel used to be, a big garden out the back. I mean, we've had bounce castles and bands and the outside pizza oven all going, and there's plenty of seats, tables. So outside space, with how summer's been, we should be okay.
Oh, fantastic. Listen, I know that, I mean, it's hit a lot of people hard, but I know it's hit people like yourselves abysmally. And so I really, really wish you well when that happens.
Yeah, all I can say is actually for the amount of annoyance that the government's been, thank God they've bent over backwards and given out money left, right and centre, grants and all sorts, because we'd be stuffed otherwise.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of you, and I feel for you what you're having to go through. I mean, the position I'm in, I'm very, very fortunate in that my work. Someone asked what I do for a living earlier on in the chat. I can't talk about that on stream, I'm afraid. But my role is absolutely 100% safe, and I don't lose a penny during this, for which I'm very grateful for. But I am fully cognizant of how it's affected other people.
You must have missed out doing that online stripping though these last couple of weeks with your internet being poo though.
Yes. Oh, it's been a nightmare, absolute nightmare. You don't realise how much you rely on it until you've lost it. Really don't.
I've missed your OnlyFans.
You missed what?
I've missed your OnlyFans.
But I'm back. I'm back.
Mrs. Sensible probably has an OnlyFans.
And I'm missing something here, I think. Has this just gone whoosh over my head? I think it must have done.
Yeah, you know what else went whoosh?
What?
It's the deadlines. You remember Douglas Adams? He loved deadlines. He loved the whooshing sound in making it alive.
Yes. And actually, that's something with specials that always happens. Yeah, because, Seek, I know obviously you have rocketed up, so you obviously have missed your 5K. What other ones did you miss? I mean, how quick did you grow?
Pretty between 2
it's
and
about
11.
Yeah, it's about like 13,000 in 3 or 4 days.
Is that sorry? What are you on now?
What?
No, not sorry, not 13. What am I on about? About 9,000 in 3 days.
That's still horrendous.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
It's a bit swift.
I think you were on about 2,500 when Ranty made his video, or just under that.
Which was pretty quick already, anyway, wasn't it?
And then you were already up to about like 2.75 when Dan dropped his video. Then from there, in like the space of 13-14 hours, you went from like 0.7 up to 11.3 now.
Yeah.
But you're a conspiracy of your own. I mean, this is
I know. I mean, it's.
But it's all the shield checks he's getting now to be able to pay for subs.
You basically had 1.8 subs per minute then.
Oh,
it's crazy. Yeah.
But it is amazing. I mean, you do the right video that's just got the right thumbnail, the right caption, the right description, and it will get picked up and noticed by people. And the more it's noticed, the more YouTube pushes it, and suddenly you've got a video that's flying. I was watching.
It's not that though.
No, I know he was mentioned.
Mainly. Yeah,
but what I was going to say was Creaky was approaching his 10k at a reasonable pace, and he was about to do his 10k special, and whoosh, all of a sudden he was mentioned. I think it might have been by Cats, and he shot to about 12, and then in just the space of a few short weeks, he's over 30 now, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's just
I
rocketed.
checked last night he was 31,000.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I think I'll let the cat out the bag now. It was Creaky Blinder who was hoping to be able to come on the stream tonight to join me for a chat, but he did have some other stuff on, so he wasn't sure if he was able to do it, and I'm guessing now that he was unable to do it. But never mind, I'm sure we can catch up some other time. There we go.
Creaky's awesome. He's been to my pub.
I know he has, but he's not a billion miles from you, is he?
He's not, to be fair.
No. But I was thinking, I said earlier on, I've met Creaky, and I often go on holiday. We visit some friends in an area of the country that would take us not too far out the way to go to Creaky's. And actually, Barman, I think that what we'll do is when we're going to do that, we'll try and swing by yours as well and make it a double thing to drop in and say hi to you, and then drop in and perhaps go for another meal with Creaky. Something
Sounds
like that.
good to me.
It does. That'll be obviously after lockdown, but it'd be good to meet you. And I won't play poker. I won't play poker though.
I think you can go up to the bar and have a dinner there.
Yeah.
Yes, it could do. Well, we'll have to see. Get something sorted.
Yeah,
But
and we have good beer.
yes, but I'll be driving. I'm always the designated driver. Always. At a campsite. Yeah, but Mrs. S is not a designated camper. She doesn't do camping.
We also have holiday rentals that are proper houses.
She'd probably
They're
do
in
that, but then she'd expect me to pay for it.
That's a bit of a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Am I sure that Creaky isn't CGI? You're right, LL. I think he is. CGI with a very, very strange accent.
What accent?
Yes.
No, Creaky doesn't have an accent. It's the rest of us that have accents. Creaky has no accent.
The
Well,
only person who has an accent is Tatty Bogle, because no one can understand what he says after a drink.
No. Oh, Tatty's lovely, isn't he? He's a great guy.
I love Tay.
He just released for Patreons only something like came a Creaky Blinder Patreon, and all I got was this tidy shirt.
Oh,
Going
this is
right
funny.
today. I'm so happy.
This is funny, Mr. Sensible. I was watching the live stream, which is of course now muted, and I could see you saying CGI.
Yes. The old delay is really hard to deal with, isn't it?
But, well, of course,
Straight enough, you appear.
Well, you see, I'm watching myself real time on the OBS and delayed at the same time, which really throws me.
That's very confusing. Really weird.
Yeah.
But
Time
When
warp.
you showed the animals, that was difficult to keep up with. Which animal is this?
Yes.
What did he say?
Yeah. Well, the only one that's left is Arnold. He's nicked my other chair and he's curled up fast asleep. Oh no, beg your pardon. Buffy's here as well. I've got two cats here. Oh, I love animals.
Mr. Sensible.
Yeah.
so
Why no Arnold Perch?
I know. We will be doing that. The thing is, I can come up with some ideas, but I'm not graphically skilled. And so I was reliant on Mini Miss Sensible, who is graphically skilled, to help me out. And I've got to be honest, the Teespring website is a bitch to use. It really is. So we had some mucking around, but there we go. And also, I'm colourblind. So, for instance, I said, yeah, that combination with that text on that background looked right. She said, no, that doesn't go. So I do rely on her. So, yes, we will add some more. So there's a greater variety of people. Greater variety for people, I mean. But Arnold's going to appear. But whether he'll appear sort of photographically or, in CGI form, I don't know.
If you want, if you can get me a picture, I can get someone to make a thing for you for the emojis.
What, an Arnold emoji?
A picture, and I'll see about getting you a proper emoji, an Arnold emoji.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, thank you, Keela. I will look to do that. I really will. Thank you. Appreciate that. because
He did learn emoji.
actually, Keela, you as a member now, you posted some of the custom emojis that members can use. Those were ones done by Mini Miss Sensible. Yeah, she's really good, and I know they're only very, very small, but there we go. Thank you for that. But actually, if you see them enlarged, they really look quite good. I recognise myself with them, which that's what you need.
It's fantastic, and well done to her.
Yeah.
If you ever need a hand with that, like, we can help you out.
Thank you. I appreciate
The
that.
guy from Luxembourg is saying graphic design needed. Ask me.
Yes,
Gowden
get
Schreiber.
Schreiber. How do you know he's Luxembourg? But thank you, Gowden. So I appreciate the offer.
Because I've been in Luxembourg in the Rijberheim, and that's the robbers' hole.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
remember that from a long time ago. So it must have been 30 years, whatever. But yeah, I still remember that word. And so I asked in the previous chat, "Are you from Luxembourg?" And he said yes.
Do you know what? I think I remember that. Excuse me for yawning. I do apologise. I was up at 5 this morning because it was an early.
Oh,
So-
I was still up at 7 this morning after doing MC Toon stuff last night. I was like watching debates and then got tied into a live stream. I was like, no!
Yes.
It's not 7 in the morning, I need to go to bed.
It-
I am going to have to love you and leave you though, because I've got a video to go to. But thank
Okay.
you for having me, MC Toon, and congratulations
Oh,
once
good.
Colin
again.
just put something really important
Thank-
in the chat. Barman, you want to read out Colin's thing about Tatty and 150 subs?
Oh, yes, yes.
Tati needs 150 subs so he can do a live stream in a mankini. But on that,
Soccer counts. Soccer counts, everyone. Quick. Listen,
Already, he's already got my 3 subs.
but Barman, thank you very much for. Oh, is he already gone? Oh, he's already gone. But I'll say it anyway, Barman, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it.
You scared him away with
Yeah,
the
and I definitely will see if when we're headed that direction of the country, we'll see if we can swing over your way to say hi, because I'd really like that. Thank you for dropping in, pal. Wow.
Sensible.
Yes, mate.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just going to say, I'm going to just be sort of heading off as well. So
Okay.
I just want to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you, sir, are an absolute legend.
Well, thank you, Seek. I really appreciate that.
Just a legend.
And listen, we will still organise it so we can have a long chat about Flat Globe and stuff like that. But it was great that you came in. You're very, very welcome. And congratulations on your sub level.
Yeah.
Nice one. Nice one. So we want to see more vids. More vids, please.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I mean, I suppose the pressure's on a little bit now, but
Yeah.
like I say, take a couple of days off and
Yeah.
I'll be back. But dude, you've got your own emojis. Do you know what I mean? That's when you know, like, you are causing shit. So keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep going.
Well,
for your life.
Thank you,
See,
Seek.
you know what? With your rising subs, I mean, you are moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
As the flat earthers do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you're moving. You're going up so hard that the flat earthers can't keep up. You're moving the goal.
Well, Seek, thank you very, very much for coming tonight, and look forward to having you on here again. And yeah, we'll have a proper one-to-one chat, okay? Because just about everybody else has chatted with you, mate. And I think I asked you because when you saw the light. And I, if you remember, I contacted you. Said, "Look, I'd love to have a chat. Do you want to come on my stream?" And you said yes, but I owe it to Katz first. And I thought, yeah, absolutely, fair enough, because Katz was the one who chatted to you, wasn't he? Gave you his time, and yeah. But since then, it just hasn't worked out, has it? We'll get it one day.
You know that old saying, save the best till last.
Absolutely,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So-
Thank you for that. Okay, you take care, pal. We'll see you soon, yeah?
I think Truth.
You too, mate. Thank you.
But-
Thanks. Yeah, thanks to everyone in the chat as well. Thank you very much. Keep it global, guys. Peace. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Bye-bye.
Right, if I may take this opportunity to duck out as well, I've been up since 6.
Oh.
Didn't get much sleep, so I've got a busted rib, so.
Oh, man. Oh, dear.
Uncomfortable. So so I'm going to try and get some sleep.
Okay, well, thank you.
Everyone.
You're very welcome, Gary. Thank you for dropping in. You take care, pal.
And you, cheerio.
And we've lost 2 and gained another one because I'm bringing in Mr.
A bit of context.
Huge Arse. Hello, Hugh.
Hi, you.
Greetings and salutations, everyone.
Greetings and salutations.
And congratulations, Mr. Sensible, on 5K and your birthday the other day.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I appreciate that.
Yes.
That was fun as
Wonderful
well.
to be 25, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But it'd be great if I can get my subscriber count to above my age in K.
Well, that won't take long.
Well, I hope not. So how are you doing, Hugh?
Just go on. I'm alright. Well, actually, in one sense, I'm not, because I've been trying to work on a video of Flat Earth Aussie Roscoe, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
does my head in.
Oh, yes.
I can understand.
Bits and pieces, mate. Bits and pieces, Hugh. You just have to take it,
baby steps.
5 minutes at a time, then have a 20-minute break.
Well, I've been doing that for like 2 weeks.
Wow, I would
2 minutes
it's hard.
right?
6 weeks to get it ready.
I've been looking at, it's a half-hour video, and of course, you can't just watch it once and do your video. You've got to do it over and over and over, and it just does my head in.
I've never tackled Ross on a video. I've only tackled him live, and actually I enjoy talking to him because I understand some people said he said some weird things in the past. He never has on my live streams, and I quite like him. I seem to get on with him, and the chat's very interesting until it suddenly gets weird. But there we go.
Well, this video that I'm looking at is very weird, so...
Oh, it looks like the Snark has dropped out of chat because his internet died. I know how that feels, Snark. I really do.
It's been happening a lot lately.
Oh, and actually, I like that comment from the Might one, saying, I just recently found your channel. Your level of sarcasm towards those morons is best described as British. Absolutely, Mike. Yeah. It's...
Yes.
I hope that I do portray British sense of humour. That's right. But thank you for the comment, and thank you for thank you for the kind comment. That's what I'm trying to say. Cheers. Wow.
I do like British humour, and I think that's why I love Creative Cats, you, Ricky, Dan.
Yeah, there is a lot of British debunkers, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a lot of British flat earthers.
Well, there's that's true as well. So I suppose we ought to.
In numbers, yeah.
Yes, we ought to.
Numbers,
We ought to. What's the word? Own that sad fact as well. Yes, that's true. I did hear something though. You know this all this 5G conspiracy nut and let's burn down the 5G masts. Someone, I believe, got either 3 or 4 years. They were they were sent down for 3 or 4 years for it. Result.
Good.
I don't know if it was our favourite. What's his name? Oh gosh.
No, it wasn't Derry, but
Derry,
yes,
yeah,
I
it wasn't
saw
him.
that too.
Yeah.
It was an older guy too. It's sort of weird that someone sort of closer to 50 that is a bit crazy like that, but yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise you how many older people are into flat Earth and whatnot. I've just been over at Gempanda's server listening to SC, who's in his mid-50s apparently, and doesn't believe in time.
Doesn't believe in time. Well,
Doesn't believe time is a thing. Time is only a man-made concept.
Time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Always
Break time too.
And not so much for the older people at 50, thank you very much.
Wow, I'm sure I'll feel like you
well,
do. You do once I reach 50. Once I do,
That's only another 20 years or so, isn't it?
it must be something like that. Yeah.
It's not a bad place to be. I'll tell you right now. You know.
Oh, Cadge Lauritsen said, I've come a long way. First time she saw my channel. I say she. I don't know. I do apologise. But first time I saw your channel, immediately subscribed. I had 3 patrons. Wow, that was going back a while. I'm not sure the exact number right now. I think I have around. Actually, I'll check while we're all here. But it's somewhere in the mid-80s now, I think. I'm really, really blessed with the patrons I have. Sorry, I'm trying to get this toolbar back up because it's got a hot link to. There we go. Really blessed with the amount of patrons I've got. and always amazed and very, very appreciative. And I hope 84 patrons I've got right now. 84.
Nice.
It's stunning.
5,000 subs.
Sorry, and
So, 5,000 subs. No, this community is one of the most amazing I've ever seen online, and I've seen some pretty good ones.
has anyone come across the Motley Fool? Which is
the name's familiar.
Yeah, the Motley Fool was a financial website, and they started having some discussion boards initially for things like stock shares and whatever, but then they did some ask anything or talk about anything, and then people said, oh, can we have a board for this hobby and so on. They ended up with hundreds and hundreds of different boards. It was an amazing community. I was a member of it for about 13 years, I think. Absolutely brilliant. I did not go a day without going on those boards, and then for financial reasons they decided to close them down, which is a shame. But some of the members started up their own website called the Lemon Fool, and they've got boards with the same names, and an awful lot of people hopped on over there, and that's still going. Unfortunately, I sort of lost it there, and
You have a YouTube channel as well.
Yes, I think that would just be for the purely financial thing. But I was never interested in a financial thing. It was just purely the community. Absolutely
Right,
brilliant.
gotcha.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, this
Mr.
community
Sensible,
is.
can I ask a question, Mr. Sensible? We all have our own opinion of this, but what's your opinion as to why you've been successful to get to 5,000 subs?
Right. Okay. That's a really interesting question, Hugh. I think it's. Obviously, I could be totally wrong, but I think it is my sense of humour, and I'll explain where it came from. I think it's my sense of humour and the fact that I hope that that you see me genuinely as I am. I think it's a combination of those two, because I am me. I have got this sense of humour. I think that's what I would put it down to. I might be wrong, but that's what I feel.
Well, can I just say, Mr. Sensible, part of the way you present your videos is a big part of the reason I got caught in. I was like, oh, dry, on edge sense of humour, but you rip at the flat earthers and other stupidity with. I can't describe it. It's just this sarcastic, but really undertoned. Undertoned sarcasm. Is probably the best description I can put to it.
Well, thank you,
You're
Simon.
always savage. You're always savage, but you're always nice as well. You have a nice manner and approach.
Oh,
yes.
I also
Unusual.
think one of the biggest things for me was these live streams, because there's a lot of people that do live streams, but there's not a lot of people who give the fans or give the people in the community a chance to speak. Said, like, not for that live stream with you, I would not have started my channel. You gave me that opportunity to even explore that was possible. So me, it's the live streams too. It's not just the videos. It's the fact that you are so open. It's the fact that you're so inviting, and there's not many people who will give you that opportunity.
Well, thank you, Keela. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, and you, Cypher, and sorry, Hugh, wasn't it? No, I really appreciate that. The sense of humour I've got, I think I can thank a guy I used to work with. He had the same sense of humour. I always had it, but I could never really express it. When I was up to about age 20, I was painfully shy. I mean, painful. Meeting someone for the first time, I could barely speak. I really had it bad. But I got on with this guy. I worked closely with him for several years. It's such a nice guy. He had the same sense of humour, but he was able to express it, and he brought it out in me. And I worked 12 years for this particular company, and worked with him for 8 of those years, and it was brilliant. Oh, Team Skeptic, the link is in the description to the Discord. It's in the The Discord link is in the description just below, and then just jump into the live waiting room, and then I'll pull you into chat, pal. That'd be brilliant.
With Mr. Sensible, I gotta agree with Craft Keela. It's smart is your interaction with all the stuff. It's the same for Freaky, who has also always have a very nice live stream.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
Last live stream, he actually also did the voice chat.
Okay, yeah, because normally Creek is talking on his own. I know he's interacting with the side chat and that, and it seems very natural to me. And I think that again, it's the natural that's what attracted me. You know, I like his humour, but he seems like, you know, you all seem like a very nice guy, and I have met him in real life, and he is just like that. You know. Of course, Team Skeptic, who hopefully is finding his way into the Discord, initially was nothing like he really is, because he was initially a little Lego character.
I initially thought, when I first started listening to Team, I thought he was a 14 or a 15-year-old kid.
I
was blown away at how smart this kid was. And then when I finally saw his face, I'm like, oh, fuck, how wrong was I on that?
Well, do you know what, Cypher? After his reveal, I was in a side chat for some stream or other, and he was there, and I felt exactly the same as you, and I called him. Oh, here he is. Good evening to you, Team Skeptic. Hello and welcome, sir.
What
up?
How's it? I was just saying, team, that just after your face reveal some time back, we were in a side chat, and you acknowledged it with a laugh or whatever. I called you Teen Skeptic because you do sound so young.
Yeah, I've been blessed with that in my life. I definitely think it's a younger sounding voice with a youngerish attitude.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of like people naturally put it together and just assume that I'm younger because of my voice.
Absolutely. I mean, I was shocked. I mean, I couldn't place your age, and I'm not asking you your age. It's just that I thought that you were perhaps someone early 20s, going by your voice.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I put you in your early 70s.
Hey, actually, team, could you do us a favour? Can you put something else on? I don't think it's appropriate to be sat here with a mankini on.
I can't put anything else on. It's attached now.
Oh, okay.
It's basically melded into my skin.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'll never get that vision out of my mind. So, I got to ask you, team, why the mankini? Where did that come from?
Well, I don't remember exactly what it was, but somebody had said something in the chat. No, I know. I remember what it was. I said, I originally asked what new members would want for another emoji.
Yeah.
And they were like, your avatar in a mankini. I was like, hey, you guys asked for it, you get it. So I hit up Wildman Fujiyami, who does all my artwork, and I said, hey, Wildman, they're requesting an emoji of Team Skeptic in a mankini, of the avatar in a mankini. So he drew me up one and fucking sent it to me, and I uploaded it. And then that turned into people saying, "Well, where's the real mankini at? When you gonna be a real boy?" You know, so I was like,
Halloween.
Well, Kiri Mack has just said, how many subs do I need before we get you in a mankini, Mr. Sensible? Well, Kiri Mack, you send me an email. Maybe I'll send you just a personal one, just for your own pleasure. Okay.
That sounds a bit dodgy.
Oh man, hey team. I think this is the first time I've spoken to you. I think we Discord messaged a couple of times when I was giving you a heads up. Do you remember about that video some time back? You and Fight was going to be dealing with that guy, the Son of God guy. I can't remember his name now.
Mind of God.
Something like that. The guy who was the guy who got in trouble with the FBI and all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, that was going back a bit, and I think I'd messaged you because I was desperately trying to get in touch with Fight, and at that time I didn't have direct contact with him. And now, so I think this is the first time we've actually chatted. And do you know what? I've forgotten what the bloody hell I was going to say now. Oh dear.
That's normally what happens to people that are in their early 70s.
Well, that and the mankini. I still have nightmares of the mankini. Oh, God. Every time I hit the Spice Girls comes on the radio and it flashes in my head and I nearly veer off the road.
I first
Yes.
heard about Team. When I first heard about Team, it was the conspiracy that Team Skeptic is Red's rhetoric.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that was
It's a favorite one.
no. I've told this story before. It's really funny because my my PlayStation Network identification was Red Eye District, right?
Ah.
So my PSN was Red Eye District. So people would they would come in and they were like, "Hey, is this your new channel, Reds?" And I was like, I never had a channel to begin with. How did you even know me? Like, which one of my fucking 100 friends are you? Like, how did you remember me? Like, and they were always. Then I was like, oh, Red's rhetoric. Now I got you. Okay, different Reds. All right.
Well, I can't remember what the particular point was I was going to make, Team, but I will say, because I've got this opportunity to speak to you, that I honestly love your stuff. I really do, mate. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
And just keep on doing it. And I know you and Fight work together, and you work together so well.
Yeah. When I was in music, I used to do when we were called the Red Eye District of Music, it was me being this white guy from fucking Texas, and my partner was a black guy from Brooklyn, New York. It was like the perfect mix of, like, when you go to watch it, it's like just like a perfect storm. It's the yin and the yang, you know? When you look at me and Fight, it's really the same thing. We are polar opposites to each other, but also very much similar. Like, our differences are so good that they work together. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like Batman and Robin if Robin had no legs and half an arm, and he's Robin, I'm Batman.
It was amazing to see how well you worked and how fluid you guys were in that debate. And if anyone hasn't seen that that creationist debate, you guys just were effortless.
Oh yeah.
Like one person twice.
Yeah,
There's
that was one thing that I was really proud to say that I did with Fight. Like, everything I do with him is really good and everything, but you have these moments of exceptionality, and that was one of those moments where we were like, wow, just looking at it from our own perspective, we were like, wow, we really, really destroyed them in that debate. There was no question. Nobody could walk, even a creationist would walk away and go, damn, that was a bad showing. But it was just that's when I was like, yeah, man, you did it right, Fight. You did it right. Good shit, man. Way to go. Way to keep them on point, make them answer answers, and attack Nathan with vigor.
Well, tonight, after I'd sort of uploaded, because I finally got my internet back, after I uploaded my 5K special, I was just checking my YouTube studio and I saw a copyright alert, and it was you and Fight. And that's absolutely fine. And you used.
Wait, what happened? Hold on, what happened?
No, not copyright strike, but you get a copyright alert. Someone's used your video or a part of your video. So I knew it was you and Fight. I knew it wouldn't be a problem, but I was always interested to see, well, what have they used? And of course, I've approved it. It goes without saying. You used that thing with the ball with the taxon and the refraction.
And
in your recent debate. Absolutely.
Or demonstration. Good shit. Way to go.
Thank you. But I've forgotten who it was you were talking, debating. But you were totally destroying him, and he had no idea. He just could not accept this whole thing about geometric horizon.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that does get the hardest to do. And people say, "Wow, why do you get so angry at them all the time?" It's like, have you ever argued with a stop sign? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't fucking do it. Eventually, you go mad, and that's where we're at right now. We're arguing with stop signs.
The thing is, you took him through it, didn't you? Do you agree that the atmosphere refracts? Yes. Do you agree this? Yes. Do you agree? So therefore, you're not seeing the geometric horizon. You're seeing an apparent horizon. No. There's your stop sign.
That's the stop sign, right?
Yeah.
And it will never say anything but stop. It's flat earthers you'll walk if you go, okay, 1, you know what 1 means, right? Yeah, okay. Do you know what plus means? Yeah, okay. 1 plus 1. You understand what I'm saying when I say that? Yeah, okay. Equals 2. No.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just
because
Yeah.
they'll usually have it's a circular discussion with flat earthers all the time.
It is.
It's not even. Well,
Why
I'm
you want to
hesitant.
say you're an idiot, ding.
Yeah. And see, I'm hesitant to call them even discussions anymore because they just recycle the same crap over and over. That's more just a rhetoric, a script. It's not.
Yeah, they just don't want to know.
No, don't want to. But actually, team, I want to ask you, since you're on here, I guess a couple of things. One is, who is your favourite flat earther? Who do you hate the most in flat Earth? And do you think JM Truth will ever come back?
You're not allowed to say Thompson for any of them.
No,
No, you
because
cannot.
yeah,
Really
well,
nice.
okay. So outside of the, I don't like Nathan Thompson the most.
No.
So obviously, I can't use him. Who do I like the most? Okay, so I used to like watching Daniel Pratt.
Okay.
And for only one reason. He was the Days of Our Lives of the Flat Earth. So every video he put out would be an anti-Flat Earth video. Like he'd be talking bad about other Flat Earthers. So it was hilarious to me. And I always, I watched probably his videos for a few months until he put out the kindergarten experiment video, which was the one that he false copyright struck me on.
Oh.
So he also then falls, since I can't use Natalie as the answer, and also falls as the one I hate the most. He's just a human piece of shit.
So who?
Daniel Pratt.
No. Who's the one you hate the most?
Daniel Pratt.
Oh, I see. Oh, right.
I like watching his videos because he's a fucking mental case that goes online and just is just so wrong, and he's so confident in his stupidity and. You know, it just the whole 9 yards. He's fun to make fun of. You know, but he also is the one that I hate the most. And the hate's a strong word. Dislike the most. The one that I think's the least acceptable into human society. Daniel Pratt, for sure.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's Nathan Oakley all day. So what do you think of Oakley then? Where would you place him? Yes. Okay, that summed him up quite fairly, I guess.
second worst flat earther on the internet behind Daniel Pratt, Nathan Oakley. And then Sleeping Warrior. And then Quantum Eraser.
Now
Who's your favorite then?
Yeah.
Who's my favorite? Daniel Pratt. Daniel Pratt.
So he's both.
I like watching the train wreck. He's my favorite.
Love to hate him.
And I love to hate him. Yeah, I love to hate him. So I when he was putting out all those videos about me, he's like, I'm calling the FBI.
Oh God,
You're scaring
me. I remember those.
And then the very 5 minutes later, he's like, you fucking little piece of shit, you won't come say that to my face. And you're like, which one is it, Pratt? You know, am I scaring the shit out of your family by sitting at my house, or am I too scared to face you as a man? You know,
He doesn't seem to. He doesn't seem to be doing anything flat Earth now, though, does he? Really? He's not really doing flat Earth.
No,
he's gone quiet.
now.
Recently, Dell put out a video, and I screen grabbed a little bit of it, and it was, talking about globe earthers that you're not capable of challenging us on a real level, so you have to slag us off, or you have to attack us personally if that's what you want, blah blah blah. And in the next sentence, he's sitting there if you want, I need to find these addresses, I need to do it, and I will actually come to their houses and I will beat the crap out of them. Well, not really, but I'll beat the crap out of them. You know what I mean? So brilliant the way he did it. This big, huge launch about how we can't challenge their ideas and we have to attack them personally.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel Pratt banned me basically instantly. I made one comment on one video that he put up. It was one of the ones where there was a camera attached to a balloon. They'd sent it up into the stratosphere, and I was looking around, getting the curve and everything else, and I just made the comment, "Where's the dome?" and was instantly blocked.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So I mean, if that's not challenging them, I mean, that's a challenge.
I have I was able to download a video off his backup site that he has.
Right.
And it was where he basically said that flat Earth brought me to God. In the video. Yeah. I'm like, what?
It's such a facepalm moment.
I've been missing that guy. I loved ripping into him, but it's nice he's back.
He's
I
back.
know,
He's
I
back,
know.
yep.
So I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, hey, I want to point out Keith Newton. That's another guy I actually like watching. Arwen.
Oh, yeah.
When he, yeah, he's another one, but he's just like Daniel Pratt. You like watching him
Yeah.
because you never know when he's gonna just go on this barely understandable rant that may end up in crying for subs. You know.
Oh, that was so funny, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
2 years and I still haven't got 1,000
yeah.
subs.
I do this every morning. You're boring. You're
Hey, you
boring.
sounded just like him, team.
I've been working on my Arwen.
Oh yeah, he's very much Nathan's little lapdog though, isn't he?
Which is, I find that quite surprising because they treat him like crap.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say like he'll bring up some real good points. You know, he brings up points that Globe Earthers would bring up against them, and they basically just tell him to shut up and keep moving. And they do that all the time. They yell at him, tell him to shut up and keep moving. It's unfortunate to be him, to be so lonely in life that you have. That those are the people that you consider your friends, the people that you choose to surround yourself with.
Yes.
And looking for
really sad.
looking
Go
for not appreciation. What's the word? But looking for recognition from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, kind of like approval from people who don't have a clue what they're talking about.
Yep.
Vicious. There's no
Well,
need
that's-
to be that.
Well, that's all of the shows like Nathan Oakley's and Ranty's Roundtable. That's all they are, is the echo chambers where they pat each other on the back and congratulate each other for having come up with some sort of new derp. Which, speaking of, I'm going to throw in a plug for our site right now
My
with the derp.
feeling on it.
Yeah.
My feeling on if you have to shout your message, if you have to scream and shout and try and get recognition that way and shout your opponent down, you don't have confidence in your arguments, because if you know you're telling the truth and you know and you understand what you're talking about, you don't actually need to get triggered. You don't actually need to scream and shout.
No, but they know that they're not backed up by evidence. I mean, I could be talking about something and be wrong, as I'm sure any of us can, and if we're shown evidence, look, Mr. Sensible, you're wrong because look at this photo, look at this measurement, whatever, and you think, oh, actually, yeah, you're right, or I wonder why that is. I really thought it was, but they won't accept that. They'll just, as you said, block you, ban you, whatever. What's the point? You're not learning anything then.
I'm never wrong.
Okay, I'm sure you're not. Well, actually, I think that Mankeen is well bloody wrong, team.
This is evidence that you're wrong, not me.
The other day I thought I'd made my first mistake, but I was wrong.
Ah, that's lucky. That's lucky, isn't it?
Thank God I've never even thought I've made a mistake. I've never thrown into that logical fallacy there, or that whatever it's called, where it's circular reasoning, where you have to, I thought I was wrong, but I wasn't.
I used to be conceited, but now I'm perfect.
That's nice to know, Brainless. That's nice to know. Nice to know. Anyway.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was, often wondered about, especially the likes of, it's like QE and Mr. Oakley. It's like if they actually spent their time like in high school when the rest of us were all sat there studying and listening in physics, that they were going through a dictionary just to check to make sure that the teacher was using the right definitions for the words.
Yeah,
well, I think with them in general, they, during high school, they didn't really get it, so they didn't care about it. And then later on in life, they sort of discovered it again and thought, and then it became incredulous to them. And they thought, no, that can't be right. I can see that the ocean is flat and that kind of thing. So there must be some sort of conspiracy against us. And I think that's the process they went through.
I think they just want to feel special. I know something you lot don't know.
I have to agree with that.
Question for team: when are you going to betray us all? Because you have a thing coming up, don't you? You're going to have pineapple on pizza. So when are you going to betray us?
Oh yeah, Sunday is looking like the most likely day. I got the recipe from Chef Allen, and I have a few people who have offered to throw their hat in on the debate on Goku versus Superman. So I'm waiting. I've asked somebody to join. So I'm waiting on getting a response back from that gentleman onto whether or not he'll be able to join for the discussion. But on the day I do it, I'm gonna do it like Chef Allen says, and I'm gonna cut little squares out that have different amounts of pineapples on them, so that way I can get do like a test to see how much pineapple I like.
Pinos and all different sorts on each different slice.
You can sort of build up your resistance to it until you can have pineapple with pizza on it.
So nasty.
Oh man, yeah, I love pineapple though. I love pineapple.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a pineapple fiend. I think it's like the best tasting fruit out there. But then you throw it on pizza sauce, like tomato sauce. Like, why would you do that to pineapple? Let alone pizza.
You'll see. You'll find out on Sunday.
Yeah, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, I'll be down. I'll be down for watching that for sure.
Yes. So
Join the dark side.
I'm gonna be moderating the discussion, and between rounds, I guess I'll give my thoughts on pineapple pizza. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. That's what I try to do on all my live streams. I try to have fun.
Absolutely, but I don't know if this is relevant. Sarcastic Barman's just super chatted £2 saying GOKU, Goku, but that's another whoosh. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Thanks for that, Barman.
Mr. S.
Yeah, that's a DBZ character.
Super chat.
Sorry. So the idea, Mr. Sensible, is who would win in a fight? A fictional character, Goku, or the fictional character Superman. Now they're not real, so we have to they come from different universes.
Okay, but I'd have to say I don't know who Goku is, so that doesn't help.
What? Hold on, let me find that unsubscribe button real quick.
Anime cartoon called Dragon Ball Z.
Oh right, I have heard of Dragon Ball Z, but I've never watched it. Sorry. Hey, that works. That works two ways, team.
That's right.
Okay, resub.
No, geez, it dropped for some reason. Mr. Sensible, what happened?
I've just had another super chat from Mr. Hugh Jars, $5.55 Australian, saying congrats on the 5K. Thank you very much, Hugh Jars. Appreciate that.
You're welcome, Mr. Sensible.
Oh, and thank you again, Hugh.
Why don't you just call him Mr. Jars?
Jars, yes, Jars.
You can call me Mr. Jars.
Call me anything you like, but don't call me late for dinner.
That's right.
Exactly. But I love the way you say Jars.
Mr. S.
Jars.
You're not from Somerset, are you? By any chance? That's where the pirates came from.
That sounds like pirates.
Yeah, he does.
Well,
Red was the best.
I've got one of my patrons has just super chatted, Mr. Mitch Goldstein, US $2, saying we love you, Mr. Sensible. Grats on the 5K, and he's just there in the live waiting room, so I'm going to pull Mitch in as well. Hello, good evening to you, Mitch. If you unmute.
Hey, Mr. Sensible, congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh, and crumbs. Oh no! Don't tell me. I'll think of a name. Okay, Mrs. Mitch. I will think of a name. It's just slipped my mind. No, it's a challenge to me. I want to see if I can remember. Okay.
He's trying to do brain training right now. Just give him a chance.
Yes.
Yep, get your hammers out.
I've not had a good night with remembering things tonight, I'm afraid.
She's deeply ashamed.
Deeply. Yes. It will come to me in a minute. I want to think about something else, and then it will just pop in my mind. That's what I'm going for.
Happens to me.
So how are you, Mitch?
As Julie is her name.
Oh, you're giving it away. I don't.
Why would I make him suffer like that? It's been a good day. It's been really quite hot. It's been 35, 36 degrees here.
Oh,
in the
wow.
Pittsburgh area.
It's
nice high humidity, so we're waiting for the inevitable line of thunder showers to come through at the end of the day. So we're already into the summer weather patterns.
Very nice.
See how it goes.
Hey, team, you're Texas way, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the big one.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Never. I've only been to the States once, and I was just in Arizona, and I thoroughly enjoyed.
you.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I would like to do a driving holiday and start on the East Coast and hopefully see a launch and then drive across through Texas and New Mexico and so on across Arizona and whatnot. I'd love to do that.
Well, let me know when you do that, and I'll make sure to be on vacation somewhere in New York at the time.
What? Why are you so rude to me?
Because, man, I'm like that to everybody. It's because I love you so much, Mr.
Thanks,
Content
team.
creator. If you were a crap content creator like Fight the Flat Earth, I would just sit there and not even make fun of you.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
See, even Fight gets it when he's not here. See, I give it to everybody.
Yeah, that's all
I
right.
love you, Fight. I love you, Fight.
I tell you what, that's one thing I do think, and that is you shouldn't take the piss out of other people if you can't stand having the piss taken out of you.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on. The people take the piss out of me more than anybody else.
Especially team.
Because it's Mr. Sensible's 5K, can you give us a whistle, please?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh, we can't.
Come on then.
Well, unfortunately, you're not within reaching distance, so I cannot hand you one of my Team Skeptic approved rape whistles that don't make any noise. However, I will do my best impression.
Go.
Just for you guys.
Go on then.
Okay. We're gonna go ASMR because I like doing that.
All right.
Lord, you really good what whistles are anyway.
Okay, there we go. Right. Okay. What am I supposed to whistle for you?
Anything you want.
Pixie.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna whistle.
Or Star Spangled Banner, something like that.
Here Comes the Bride.
Okay, that'll do. Yeah.
Congratulations on being married to your 5,000 subscribers. You are the bride. There you go.
Was that it?
That was a whole lot of breathing.
That was surreal.
I think he's just scraping the mic.
That was one of my best performances to date.
Was it? Is it? Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for the effort, team. I appreciate that.
Yeah, see, that's oppressiveness right there.
Oh.
Just remember, anytime someone whistles, okay, an angel loses its wings, and you oppress Team Skeptic. Those are the two things you need to remember next time you whistle out loud.
Everybody, quick whistle into your phone.
Oh, sorry. You got a bilabial fricative instead.
Ah. I wouldn't know what to do with one of them. Put cream on it, probably.
I'm gonna jump off. Apologies again for people who are waiting for the new video. I can't do anything until my new laptop arrives because my old one's hacked. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off, Mr. Sensible. Thank you so much for what you do. I love you. Team, be good. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, take care, Keelan. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Good night.
I do need to leave. I have to go get ready for a live stream with Fight.
Oh, nice one.
For tonight, yeah.
Go on, show yourself out. What is it tonight then, team?
It's stupidity on display.
Okay.
As always. I have no idea who it is that's supposedly debating. I'm not even like. We didn't have anything planned for tonight. He just hit me up about an hour ago and was like, "Hey, we're going live in 90 minutes. Can you join?" And I was like, yeah, okay. I'll be there shortly. But yeah, I'm going to. I need to get over there so I can get into that show and be the better half for him. So.
No worries. Listen, team, thank you very, very much for dropping in. I really appreciate it. It's been great having you on here, and I look forward to your next videos, your next debates, your next flirf bashes. I love it all.
You know, I'm going to tell you guys something, and be on the lookout for this. I think something I'm going to start doing is I think I'm going to make a video of me just jumping in random people's fucking hangouts on Discord.
That might be interesting.
If we're in a live chat, I'm going to, and just go record it because, you know, like I said, if I don't like you, I wouldn't go in your Discord, but if I like you, I'm going to go in there and talk shit to you for just a moment, and then I'm going to let you talk shit back to me, and then I'm telling you I love you like I am telling Mr. Simpson right now. I love you, man. Congratulations to the 5K.
Thank you.
Out of here.
Take care. Bye-bye. And he is out of there. He's gone.
When he means out, he means out.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, team. Really appreciate that. You take care, pal. Oh, Tim Nicholas says, Mr. S. Sully says hi to Arnold. Yeah, well, oh, no, Arnold's sodded off now. He's cleared off. He's had enough. I think he was scared of the mankini. Just the threat of it was enough to make him run.
Just the word.
Yeah. Oh, man.
No when something's wrong.
Definitely. And thanks, team. We certainly have been having a great night. Yeah, I only once, unfortunately, seen someone in a mankini. It was some guy on his stag do down in, I think it was Eastbourne, and he's being dragged around town in a mankini, the poor bloke.
Oh, sorry, I just had to shake my head to get that image out of my head again every time.
Yeah,
every time.
yeah. Everyone's gone silent and pondering, and
yeah.
I'm not pondering. I don't know.
Bleeding my brain.
You've obviously not seen Team in his mankini, then, Mitch.
Oh, thank heavens.
Exactly. Had you, then you would be pondering and thinking.
The rest of us need brain bleach.
I wonder how. Yeah, I was thinking. I wonder how much whiskey would actually wipe that from my mind.
Probably not enough.
Not all the whiskey in the world.
Not even the Mexican tequila that we mix up in the basement over at the little thing we run over there. Not even it helps. I've tried. Trust me.
Well, Brainy Beaver says that mankini is no match for sprinkled donuts boxers. Lovely.
Okay. So you don't have Father's Day. You don't have Father's Day in the UK, do you?
We do. We do.
When is it?
I don't know. I always know when I suddenly get a couple of cards.
March, I
Oh,
believe.
it's this coming Sunday in the States.
Well, it might be
Actually,
here.
Sunday, I believe.
Okay.
It's a week from Sunday.
I don't know if it is.
Week from Sunday, yeah.
Week from Sunday.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
June in United Kingdom. It's September in Australia.
UK Father's Day 2020 is Sunday, 21st of June.
Same.
Oh wow.
Same as ours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working 12 till 9 p.m. Lovely. That'll be
My
fun.
wife Julie has arranged to have air shipped from Washington State, from Seattle, 5 dozen fresh oysters.
Ooh.
Coming for Father's Day. So we may do a little mini video on oysters and their consumption. Nothing to do with flat Earth.
Well, Mitch, we are
Really looking forward to that.
we are waiting for videos from you, aren't we? I know you're a busy man.
Oh, jeez, you know, well, here's the thing, right? It's hilarious. I thought that I would be in Boston 5 days a week by myself. I would have plenty of time to make videos. And wouldn't you know it, I'm home with my family for 13 weeks now, and I haven't had literally 10 seconds to write and, you know, to put together a video. But I think if I'm going to do one, I think I know what it's going to be.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to that.
The mud flood people really are really coming into my consciousness lately as being the funniest people on the internet.
Well, I'll just say I've just dropped 2 more people into the chat room. That's Flint and Brainy Beaver. Good evening to both of you. What I will say, hello. I'll say it's 1:45 now. So I think what I'll do is I know you guys have only just appeared. I'm going to wind up for midnight. Okay. I think that's a nice round point to finish it off. So, but anyway, thank you for dropping in. How are you guys?
I'm okay. I spent the whole afternoon with my wife and kids. That's always a big deal for me these days.
Good.
Did you have a nice time?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Things are going the right direction.
Good.
Good about that.
Yep. No, good stuff. The right direction is always the best direction.
It's opposed to the opposite direction, which is like lawyers and shit. So
Yes.
there's a pretty obligatory other direction. Let's face it.
Yeah.
I remember hearing some comedian years ago, I can't remember who it was, talking about marriage and that, and he was saying that plate you were given at your wedding, a gift, that $10 plate, that's going to cost you $1,000 when you get divorced and you argue over it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But, yeah, well, the mental health is a fun thing, Isn't that the way it is, right?
It's not the word I come with. Yeah.
But anyways, hey, listen, I was going to be going to live in a couple hours, but I guess I'll wait a little longer now, because I won't lie to you. If I go live at the same time as Team Skeptic and Fight the Flash, I might as well not even bother in some cases, just because it's like, I'll be like, there's
quarter after.
well, you've been like, you're like, sorry, I didn't.
No, sorry, Brandon. I was letting you know they're going live quarter after.
Yeah, and I was, quarter after, so the next, like, right soon here, right? Like, yeah, okay. Which is fine, because that's actually earlier than me anyway, so they might even peter out by the time I want to get started. I'll probably start a little later today, but, like, there's been times where, like, one stream I did, I was like, there's like 20-something people in there. It was when I had, it was the worst one to have nobody at, too. It was when I had Poisoning the Well live on to other YouTubers, and they're fucking, they're freaking hilarious guys, and they're great people, and they had, like, I was telling them, hey man, you guys come on, I can usually hold 70 to 100 people in a stream. It's like 20-something people in there. I was like, what's going on here? And then somebody sent me a link to Modern Day Debate was live. I'm like, well, there's the answer to that. Like, it just sucked up the entire area. Oh well. Hey, listen, it's all part of having fun. I mean, I used to stress about who was live at the same time, but now if you're still live when I want to go live eventually, I'm just gonna go and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, because there's no way you can avoid anyone, is there? There just isn't.
Well, you try to jump around them a little bit, like in this case, like it would be stupid for me if they're gonna start at like quarter after or whatever. Then it would be stupid for me to start in the next okay, so that for me is gonna be quarter after 6. A lot of times I'd start 7 or 8, but that would be kind of dumb of me to start 7 because they're only 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
They're going to be absorbing that for at least another hour probably at that point. So for me, it's just smarter for me at that point to do a bit more time preparing, be more ready than ever, and start more like 8, 9 o'clock my time, because then they'll be off, they get out of the way.
Hopefully.
Well, you know what it is. And like I said, if it go long enough, I just start with them still running. And then, you know what, when everybody finishes, sometimes I'll even be like, that could even work to my advantage. I could send Fight like a message and say, hey, when you're done, send everybody to me.
Absolutely. I was going to say exactly the same. And I mean, I've certainly handed people over to other streams.
A raid, like a good old Twitch raid where you're like, everybody go here, and then we all just start pouring in at the end of the stream, right? And they go up by 20 or 30 viewers. Yeah,
and it swings and roundabouts. So you do that for someone, and hopefully another time they'll do it for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so,
it's all payback.
It used to like you said, I used to stress about it, but you can't.
No.
You'll just never be able to go live. You just gotta go.
Definitely not. You just have to go for it. And sometimes you win, and I've got my stream straight after theirs. And other times crumbs, I'll just clash straight with them, and I've got hardly. That's the way it goes, isn't it? I mean, someone like Creaky Blinder always on at the same time on a Sunday evening, so I would deliberately avoid that because I know he will be on at that time. I mean, I don't normally stream on a Sunday.
Wednesday's usually my day these days, and most of the time, Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic, they do know that, and they have tended to stay out of the way of that time zone. However, you look at an example like this where all of a sudden he sent a message, the guy wants to debate. Well, if that's his only day in the week, I mean, far be it I don't expect them to not go live in that situation. But you know what I mean? It's unfortunate because that's why I picked Wednesday. It seemed like Wednesday was, and it still is, it seems like Wednesday is the least likely day that Team Skeptic and Fight the Flat Earth will be streaming. And it seemed to be one of the least saturated days of the week. And it seemed to work out for me so far. I usually get pretty good viewership on a Wednesday, and it's like a nice midweek break for everybody. I like it. And Toon takes Tuesday. We all know Toon is Tuesday typically.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but then people do stuff. Hey, look at Globa Mommy in here this very evening, who was going to have a premiere video tonight, which would have clashed. I assume it would have actually clashed with my premiere, and decided to bump it to tomorrow, which I really appreciated. I'd have been totally stuffed because I could do tonight, but then I'm not available for 4 days, so that really helped me out. So yeah.
Of course, there's an example where it helps Glober Mom a lot too, because with a smaller sub base, it really makes a big difference to you when you're a smaller subscriber base than another person you share the subs with, because they're gonna get, the AI is going to lambaste them with your notifications and not their notifications, because the AI just says who's more important here by numbers.
Right.
So yeah, it's advantageous for you, Glober Mom, to do that. And then I've done it in the past too, where all of a sudden you find out your premieres. Well, usually it's Fight the Flat Earthen team for me, right? If they're in the way, it's like you might as well just take all my views and throw them in the garbage. So I'll usually try to bump myself around them a bit. Unfortunately, it is what it is. They know it.
I tried to push it earlier to it was like a little bit after 12. I thought, okay, well I could do 12:30. YouTube was like, nope, not gonna let you. So
that's interesting.
But
we'll just do it tomorrow.
But then another time, if I've seen a notification that Glober Mom's got something out, and I was do you know, I think I'll just run my thing afterwards or before or another day, you know.
Yeah.
So it is swings and roundabouts.
I just wish YouTube had like a feed or a page that had all the premieres on it. For whatever's
well, that's
coming
the
up.
stupid thing. We talked about that last night on Tu's channel. It's ridiculous. Like I can be watching Fight the Flat Earth and Team Skeptic on SOS or whatever, Science or Satire, and then like I close my phone because I got to run to the store. I want to buy a steak to cook on the barbecue. So I go to the store. I'm back in 5 minutes with a steak. I turn my phone back on and I go right to Team Skeptic's channel. And it doesn't even show me that he's live on my phone. I have to then click on videos, open up the videos page, and then it shows me at the top, oh, Team Skeptic's live. Like, yeah, no shit. I knew he was live. But like, I literally had to go out of my way and check that he was still live by going right into his video section on his channel. Why is it not showing me right on the front page of his channel that he's still live?
Yeah.
Or if I click subscription, you should show me who's live right now and then show me that.
I mean, the whole thing with subscriptions, though, subscription notifications, YouTube only sends out notifications to a portion of those people that are subscribed to
Yeah, but
you.
if I click on the subscriptions tab, that's me physically clicking on my subscriptions tab. So what that tab is supposed to be is everything that I've subscribed to in a nutshell. Well, if you then don't show me who's live at that point, you're literally not showing me the people that I've said I want to see their content.
I know.
And they're currently live talking to fans, and you're not even going to show me that they're on.
I know.
Like, that is one of the most egregious things I've seen lately on YouTube.
When I schedule things, I will look at my subscriptions and I will scroll to see who's got a premiere coming up.
Yeah.
Well, who decided to hide the comments section on our phone apps?
I know.
Yeah,
Why in the world did they do that? So now I have to click this tiny little bar to bring up the comments.
Yeah.
And every time I do that, I go straight into a reply. No, I don't want to reply. I want to read comments.
Yeah.
Well, now you scroll down and it pops up a little pop-up saying, "Hey, comments has moved," because it knows we're all scrolling down to find the comments now.
I think with that is they think now the comments are higher up, so you don't have to scroll down all the way.
Well, yeah, before when they first did it, you had to scroll all the way down and go, it had comments in blue. Then the next time I got on it, then they had they had like one little comment or whatever just underneath.
Yeah, one comment. You have to click it to expand it.
You had to pop on, click on it to expand it, which is.
I ran into an issue the other day with a comment. Someone made a comment on one of our videos over at the Black Site, and I went to reply to it, but the comment itself, like it showed up in my inbox and everything. I clicked on it and went to reply, but then when it took me to the YouTube page, the comment was gone. I can't find the thing at all.
Because you get the notification. You get the notification if that happens, and it already goes to you as a notification. But then when you go to click to the comment doesn't exist anymore. So then it just takes you to like another. I think it doesn't just take you to the video, but there's no comment that you're trying to find that comment and it's not there.
I went to the phone and it took me to the comment section.
But it's still on your little notification thing.
Notifications drive me crazy. I released a video and it notified Mrs. Sensible 4 days later. Well, where's the use in that?
That's another one I've been running into. Most of my notifications haven't been showing up until hours or days after the events.
Yeah.
Which has really been annoying because I've been missing out on a lot of fun.
Yeah, but also, if you're launching a video, if the notifications don't go out, it looks like you're not getting many views, so they don't push you so much. It's well, they need to fix it.
With a video, I think it's not that bad because you can watch it later. But I've had moments that I'm watching a stream from Creaky, and 5 minutes in, I get a notification, oh, Creaky is live. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean about live streams, Brains, but it does affect videos as well, because YouTube works on how many people are looking at it, you know, how quickly, and if they're not looking at it, it doesn't think the video's as attractive as it might be, so it doesn't push it as much.
Okay, but hold on. I just went into my... So somebody there, Keith said, on my phone, I can pull the top down and shows live as an option. Now, I don't know exactly what he's talking about there, but I know that what I did notice here is if I go, like, so you know when you're in there and you've got your top bar and it shows, like, people you typically watch at the top, let's say, and then, you know, you've got all the different, you know, like, I see Mr. Sensible's live and somebody else is live, Axiom Oblivion, he's an idiot. But all the flat earthers I follow. But here, what I noticed is if I click all, it expands it, but then it's just like top chat. Most relevant. It sorts them by most relevant. Not, yeah, but, okay, but then if somebody's live, they're not relevant, so you have to switch that to new activity, and then I bet you if I do that, it shows who's live at the top, I bet. But even then, it doesn't show me.
Relevant is a euphemism for high revenue.
Yes.
Well,
That's how the
it's
algorithm
also
works.
That, and honestly, the algorithm wants you to just stay on YouTube and have a good time, because if you're having a good time, you're more likely to open your wallet, you're more likely to watch and everything. So it's part of what you said, but it's also part of just making sure you, the viewer, is spending as much time on YouTube, which is why you'll notice if you could watch tank videos all day long. Like I think Garmin said something about tank videos last time. You could be watching tank videos all day long, and YouTube's like, this guy really loves tank videos, but then all of a sudden you watch like Harold Balder, like, you know, he does his like was it where they walk along with the camera and they go to different places in the world and stuff. He does his like podcast style. What is it? What is the word I'm looking for here? That type of. Well, it's a major YouTube genre where people like walk around with their cameras and just talk to it.
Oh God.
I don't know what the word is.
Dude, I didn't know there was a name for it, but yeah.
Vlogging.
Yeah, vlogging. Sorry,
Vlog,
vlog.
alright.
Video
Vlog.
logging. So it's like he's a vlogger. Well, if you go watch him, if you watch a video of his and then, you know, you really enjoy it, and then you watch another video, and let's say you sub, and then, you know, the next day you watch another video, what happens is YouTube knows your tastes change from time to time, and what you liked last week might not be what you're into this week, and it wants to chase what you want. So it's not going to just keep showing you tank videos if all of a sudden you're watching vlogging. So then all of a sudden now, you watch 2 or 3 of those videos, maybe you subscribe, well, all it's going to show you now is vlogging.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you're getting shown vlogs from different people that you've never looked at before.
I think it's even keener than that. When you get the suggested videos, when you go into your YouTube on your phone, I think you only need to watch one of those things once or maybe twice, and it will show you loads. I looked at one. I don't know if you ever come across in Wintergarten. Guy made a marble machine musical instrument, absolutely fantastic. But I looked at that a couple times, and all I get is marble machine videos suggested to me.
So that strategy, because they have determined that in order to turn a viewer into a subscriber, they did the research, and they found that it was, you need the average person, if they watch 2 to 3 of your videos, they will hit the subscribe button. They typically will never do it after 1. They will sometimes do it after 2, but if they watch a 3rd one, they're almost more likely now to click the subscribe button. So what it tries to do is if they watched one of your videos, and it knows how long they watched it to.
Yeah.
So if they finish the video and then they click on another one either tomorrow or later, but either way, it'll show them another one, say, wow, he watched the whole video. So then tomorrow it might be like, hey, you seen this other video by Brainy Beaver? And if you click on that and watch it again, what you're telling the AI at that point is that you did enjoy Brainy Beaver. Otherwise, why the hell would you click on it again? So now what it wants to do is it wants to convert you into a subscriber. So it starts trying to show you as possible until you start hitting that subscribe button, or you stop watching it, which that has a, you know, a sign that you've decided you're not interested.
Well, it looks like a lot of people were interested in that Wintergarten bloke, and he is amazing. And I just posted. He's got a marble
machine.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Mitch has just dropped a link to it further up, and it's absolutely amazing machine.
You should check him out.
And I think he's got about. I think he's got about 8,000 patrons. Something like 8,000 patrons. It's something ridiculous like that.
Did he make that thing?
Yes, he made it. So a lot of it.
The original video that he put out, and if you go there, check out the number of views.
It's really worth a watch, Brainy. It's fascinating because he
the
designs different bits, and some of his patrons and viewers have manufactured bits for him. Some of it's 3D printed, others beautiful stuff. Oh, I forgot what the word is. Machine metal parts and that, and it's just amazing.
Somebody sent him a gigantic, like you have a model. It's like a big cutout of wooden pieces. He's got it behind him.
Yeah.
He just had to pop the wood out of it.
Yeah.
Like it was like you gave like a model.
I think he's just got himself a new subscriber there. Honestly, it's
thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, at backdrop he has is actually that he made himself. That is from his machining stuff. And yeah, you see really progress from actually a non-engineer trying to make a mechanical instrument.
It's beautiful.
And it's freaking amazing. And if you catch up to now, then you see actually his transformation from just somebody wanting to build something to somebody actually owning a project of this size.
Right, so what he did was he kind of built the first machine that last.
That was pretty much all
on the screen.
That was pretty much all wood, wasn't it? The first one.
Yeah, and he built it, kind of slapped it together. It wasn't built to last. It wasn't built to be like a touring instrument. And about 2 years ago, he started the project to rebuild from scratch a brand new CAD designed Marble Machine.
Marble Machine X.
The Marble Machine X, and I'll tell you what, you want to see a story, you can watch the whole story from the initial conception, initial CAD drawings, and now it's finally almost finished.
I don't think it'll ever be finished. I think he'll always carry on tweaking it.
Yes, I think with every project you should always keep in mind that you need to tweak it in any way, shape or form, even if it's just adjusting a text in a program or actually rehauling the whole software behind, but actually the experience doesn't change. And you actually see how he transforms each time he makes a video. You see he makes a step forward and like 3 steps backwards, and then keeps going.
Yeah, you really get involved with the project, don't you? But listen, guys, it's gone midnight now, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to wind up now. Okay.
No problem.
So I don't know who's streaming next. Is it Team?
They're about to start any minute now.
Ah, well there we go. So perhaps people want to jump over to see Team and fight and.
Fight's channel, I believe.
Yeah, there we go.
I will be streaming later. I've got to find some stupid to talk about. But there's so much of it out there. Just give me 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Listen, thank you each and every one of you for joining me here in chat tonight. I really appreciate it. Okay, what I'll do is I'll throw you all over into the live waiting room. Stay or leave as you either need to or wish to. Colon's still in there. I'll pop in and say goodnight in a minute after I've finished the stream. So thank you very much, all of you. I'll start chucking you over, okay? So I'll say goodnight, Brainless.
Good night.
Good night. Night.
And
oh, that's it, Brainless. I thought you were being funny.
Good night, Brainy. Good night, Brainy. Thanks for coming. Good night, Cypher Zero. Appreciate you dropping in.
Yeah, no problem.
You take care. Bye bye. And Edvil Sledgeverter, you've been a little quiet for a while, but thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it, pal.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir. Congrats on the 5K again.
Thank you. You take care. And Flint, didn't get a chance to say much tonight. I'm sure you'll drop in again another night, though, won't you?
Yeah. Sure, always. I always love to be here.
Okay, well, you take care. We'll catch you soon, all right? Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah. And Global Mommy, again, thanks for shifting that Prem. I appreciate it. And good luck with it tomorrow.
I'm shifting it tomorrow, though. Where?
I'm sorry, say again?
I'm not shifting it tomorrow, so be warned.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid I'm working, so I won't be able to catch it live, I'm afraid.
Tomorrow.
Okay, well, good luck with it, and you take care, all right? Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And Hugh Jars, say good night to you, sir.
Good night, mate, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye. And Mitch, and Julie. Thank you. Yeah. You shouldn't have let the cat out of the bag. See if I could have got it.
Nah, that's all right. Dude, I have an old brain too. Don't feel bad. Hey, it's been great watching this channel grow I don't know. I was maybe the 11th or 12th patron or something.
You've certainly
like
been
that.
supporting me for a very long time, Mitch, and, I hope
dude,
you
you're
know I
just-
appreciate
you're
it.
Killing it. You are killing it. Keep it up.
Thank you, I
You're
appreciate
such
it.
a pleasure. So enjoyable to hang out with and watch. Good night, everybody. See you soon.
Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye. So thank you everyone who's joined me tonight. Everyone who's been in chat, all the comments, the super chats, my new members. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It'd be interesting to see how that grows over time. What a great night. I had some great guests in there. Really enjoyed myself. And 5K over this past year, I have loved every minute of it. And I really could not have done it without all your support and the wide community, and then particular people who have supplied me with graphics, like Mr. Colon, who's been my excellent moderator all the way through. I really appreciate it all. Take care. I've got a video which will probably be coming out tomorrow night, just as a standard video. And I'm not sure about the next couple of days. I'll have to see what I can do, but I won't be live streaming again until sometime next week because of shift patterns. But I look forward to it. Please take care and stay sensible.